What's up? What's up, bro? What's up with you? This whole Black Panther thing, man. It's really upset a lot of people, man. And the whole Idris, right? This Damien Idris Damon or Damson Idris, right? He was trying to get that part. And they said for 6 months he's been trying to get that part. And when you think about it, right? Ryan was having secret auditions. It was like 5 other people. He was one of them. Idris, Damson, Idris. Now, he went to the Oscars. He's cool with Mike. He ain't got no problem with Mike. They're actors. He was up for F1. He did his movie F1, and he saw Mike while Mike was there. Mike won and all that. Don't matter to him either way. But he knew he was trying to get that Black Panther role. He said, "It's a role I really want." Mike knows Ryan Coogler very well. Like they're boys. That's them right there standing on the stage holding up their Oscars. They're boys. They're buddies. They're beyond. They're like brothers. And Idris, who everybody says should have got the role, right? Oh, no, nobody's even questioning that. Uh-oh. Idris, who everybody says should have got the role, didn't get the role. And people don't understand why. They're scratching their head. They're wondering why not. And when you think about it, right? Because you have an image. We have this image of Mike, this nice guy, which he is. He's a nice guy, but he's still a human being, man. And when you think about it, by them, for 6 months, secret reading, he knew about it, but the world didn't know what it was. He's trying to get the part. Idris knows that Mike knows the director. He knows Ryan Coogler. Matter of fact, just won an Oscar, highly influential with the director. He's walking on eggshells in the sense about the relationship, thinking about, okay, is this going to impact my future? And you have to think about that, right? And she didn't go. She didn't want to go to the show. He went up there by himself, and Michael took his mother. And rumors, I don't know. I'm not there. Rumors is Michael told him, "Don't hire. Don't get this guy." And that's why he goes with the other guy. He's like, "This Idris guy. I don't like this guy." And then, I mean, you could pretty much add up why he doesn't like the guy. And once again, this is how the relationship, how influential and important it is. You make really good decisions and proper decisions in your life when you choose your mate because, damn, this one's gonna hurt him, man. This was his opportunity to come out of the back, and move into the mainstream, really, really up there, that type of status, lead character, making his own films, etc. He lost that though. He lost that because Ryan Coogler chose a different guy. And it's crazy when you think about it. Just so happened that's Michael B. Jordan's best friend. They're buds. They just won Oscars together. We're being stupid to think that people that what we see in public, people don't present in the back rooms. We see a part of a person. That includes Lori Harvey and Damson Idris. We don't know them. So when you see this guy doesn't get the part, and it don't make sense because it doesn't make sense when you look at the other people. He's more experienced. The fans actually wanted him. He has a fan base in America. They wanted him. The other guy, they don't know him. He's unknown. He goes with the other guy. You would say, well, why didn't you want to go to a British actor? What's wrong with this guy? He's got a little connection to the culture, whatever. Other guys got no connection to the culture. Well, he's dating he's dating his ex. You know what I'm saying? And we don't know how long. We don't know what they've been doing. We don't know if they've been some stuff while they was in a relationship. We don't know that. That's not in the public eye. But he's looking at his ex and he's saying no. Like, nah, man, don't even that guy right there. He don't know how to pick a good woman. Don't deal with that guy. Come on, brother. Now, come on, nigga. Dudes do that every day. I just seen plenty of dudes do. Come on, man. Your ex-wife, the dude who show up to deal with your ex-wife, the way dudes go in on that brother, even though that brother ain't did nothing to them, but they stay on that brother, calling that brother names and a simp and all of that. And look at this woman, look at the woman. They say, who is that woman? Oh, it's my ex. Yeah, they take it out on the dude, man. And I think we might have a case right here with Michael B. Jordan. And you don't expect it from the guy. But then again, he is a human being, man. So can you blame him? Can you blame him? I mean, and also he knows the director. Can you blame him? The director comes up to you. He say, yeah, man, these five guys, this guy right here, man, forget him. Well, what's wrong with him? Come on, man. Forget this guy. Let's go with this guy. You want to go to unknown? Let's go with this guy. And I see Michael's already released a statement. Isn't that interesting, Mike? I don't even know if he's going to even be in it. I mean, I don't even know if Michael B. Jordan's even going to be in this movie. He might be. I don't know. But he's released a statement about, this is on purpose, about the selection of this David Johnson guy. He's released a statement saying, great choice. This a dig at Idris. And it's crazy, man, how a woman is so central to these two men like that. That's crazy when you think about it, man. That's crazy. These people are changing, altering each other's careers. And over a relationship, man. Man, that shit's important though, man. And don't sleep on it, bro. That stuff means a lot. Be careful out here as you navigate your way through this world, man. The women you put in your life, make sure you know about their background. Have some idea of their past. You don't have to know everything, but you do need to know, things that impact your future. Whether you're in white collar, whether you drive a truck, you need to know something about that person. Because we're playing games. If you think people don't stop other people from advancing because of they dealing with somebody's ex, they do. You can get fired you can get fired. You can be a security officer working for a company for 4 years, good. And that's your job. You're a security officer. And you can meet somebody. You don't know this person, date this person, fall for this person, then find out that's your boss's ex. You didn't know. And of course, he's not going to say anything. Next thing you know, all of a sudden you're getting written up and you're getting sent way out to this job. And next thing you know, you're out. You're out. You're out, man. And then you do have to look at the woman and say, hey, we can't have this relationship because your ex, he's my boss. And I know what he says. That people say that all the time, but they still take it out. And I don't want to. I need this job, so we can't be together. And Idris, I know he don't want to do. I know he tried to do it, but she cost him this job, man. And this is a big deal, brother. This is Marvel. This is MCU. This is you get in here. You're playing 3 characters. You're playing this. You're the Black Panther now. Next thing you know, they want to make a black Superman or something. You're playing that character. The fans love you. They're going to pull you in to play another character, and that's money. And all that snowfall junk, you don't have to do that trash anymore. You can get away from that absolute garbage and make quality films. You're a good actor. But because of who you choose to date, and also, that comes with it, man. You got to understand. You got to look at that and say, man, Michael B. Jordan, That man at the top of the tip of the spear, best actor, his buddy, not just his friend, his buddy is Ryan Coogler, and I'm trying to get Black Panther. He should have told Laurie, hey, look, Laurie, listen to me. And I think he did that though. He should have told us, hey, listen, I cannot go into this cast for this movie with you in the sense that this guy might have some resentment. You know, he might have issues with me dating you. And I mean, we're just having fun. So, and I'm very serious about my career. So for a while, let's just stop seeing each other. He didn't do that. He should have done that. If he was smart, he would have done that. If he was a smart man, he would have done that, but he didn't do that. And when you say, because it don't add up, even to him, even to the people in Britain, that don't add up. You take this David Johnson over this guy? You take David Johnson over this guy? What's the difference? Well, we already know David Johnson's not dating Lori. We know that ain't happening, huh? That's all. We're not dealing, and we're not going to deal with that. You can deal with that. But at the end of the day, people are saying, you know, Michael B. Jordan may have had some say in this. That's what people are saying. And, you know, let's deal with the real world, man. That shit happens. You got to be careful, man. Especially when you start talking about shit like this. You got to be careful of these exes and this, you know, not just Hollywood, just in your own town. It could be a church, man. It could be the pastor. They broke up. They divorced. You move into the city, you meet this beautiful, perfect person for you, and everything's going fine. Your job, her, and then all of a sudden you get some news. Hey, that's the pastor's wife. What you mean? That's his ex-wife. Well, I mean, that's his ex-wife. Well, I don't know, man. Pastor got a lot of power out here, man. He's not gonna like you dating his ex-wife. Well, what do you mean? What do you mean he's not gonna like? Okay, I'm telling you, man. If you're smart, you'll leave that woman alone. And you say, well, no, I don't care. Well, then Pastor got a lot more influence. Pastor pick up the phone. Next thing you know, you done lost your job. Pastor pick up the phone. Next thing you know, you got to move. Pastor pick up the phone. All types of things start to happen to you. So that's what I'm saying. These dudes have power, man. Let's not be that naive and think just because someone is no longer with someone, they don't have power. And they can inflict it. And they normally do that. They normally inflict it on you, the innocent. They normally don't go after that person, their ex. They don't really care what their ex does. But if there's a guy, especially a guy who's better, a guy who's even or better than them, they're going to take it. Come on, man. So you come on these YouTube, you can't tell the truth. Don't nobody want to hear the truth. Everybody just makes stuff up. This is for real, man. This is for real. You even see that in the NBA. Them guys don't want to play on the same team with each other when they start sleeping with each other's ex. They want the guy to get traded. That's how they take that stuff. But they got to do it the game, man. They want the guy to get traded. And a lot of men, they're not going to be upfront about it. That's what I'm saying. This is see on the YouTubes and stuff. Everybody's alpha male. Everybody's a solid alpha male. Everybody. They got a phone full of whatever you want to put, whatever name you want to call them. Their phone is bursting with all of them. All of them. And they would never do anything like get back at an ex because the ex dumped them. They never would have seek revenge on her. And if they got to go through her boyfriend, they would never do that. So you're supposed to live in this fantasy land that this dude, he knows the director, man. Damn, don't you see it? Don't you see this? This was not going to happen. Don't you see this? Can't you see this? God, man, sometimes, bro. And I blame him too, man. You should have known better, man. You ain't gonna be able to get no job with no goddamn Michael B. Jordan sitting there on the man's hip, sitting right behind the man. You up here reading for Paul. He knows about the script. What is he in? He said, man, your character ain't what you got to do with it. And then he tweets, he's in love with the character. Why do you tweet that, brother? Now that movie is out, be out in 2 years. Somebody say Denzel Washington is in the movie. I don't know. I don't know what they doing, bro. I don't know who he's gonna be. And But at the end of the day, man, your lady, man, your woman, your wife, that shit matters, man. And it can affect your career. It can affect promotions, especially when the promotions come down to who do I sense is the better candidate. That's why you have to be on watch for that. And this right here was a mistake by this guy. And this British guy, I don't particularly care for this guy. I don't watch Snowfall. I just don't like the dude. You know, you just don't like someone. I'm sort of like Michael B. Jordan with him. I don't like the dude. Not that you know him, but you just don't like the dude. And Michael took it out, and I wouldn't have went as far as Mike. I wouldn't have done that one. I ain't gonna do that. If I get dumped, I got dumped. I'm gonna get out of my feelings and move on with my life. But there's some people, you know, that's asking a whole lot, man. He got dumped. Uh, and she probably called after the Oscar. He probably told her, talk to this dude because, you know, Ryan Coogler is trying to pick the next Black Panther. And I want dude to know everything cool. So why don't you call him? He probably was behind that. Michael didn't pick up the phone. He probably knew the writing was on the wall right there and said, damn, this, he gonna do this to me, man. Just because, what you want me to do, man? You asked her to marry you. She told you no, man. You mad at me for you don't even know me. I'm from Britain. Come on, man. Ain't got nothing to do with it. It ain't even what you think it is. She all on me, bro. It ain't even like what you think it's like that. Me behind. Don't, man, I've been to all types of women and her. She keep coming back. Don't do me like that, man. I want to be the next Black Panther, man. Look, man, I don't know. And he still took it out on that brother. It's a cruel world out here, brother. It's a cruel world. Dog eat dog, bro. Even when you happy, man, it's gonna be somebody in the wings trying to rain on your parade. Ain't that something, man? It's gonna be some dude in the cut. You could be a DJ. You could be a damn good DJ. Damn good DJ. But you start smashing some dude's ex. I'm serious. He's the manager. He owns the place. Guess what, Mr. DJ? Your services are no longer. Yeah, you won't be playing there. He'd be like, "Yo, man, what you talking about, man? I got the place packed out, man. We making money." Nah, man. He just saying, nah. He just saying, hey, he just gonna go with a different guy. Yeah, and then you find out what is it for. Man, turns out, you know, you were sleeping with that's his ex. You didn't know that, did you? Yeah, you were sleeping with her. He got mad. Yeah, he told us that it was about that. And you looking around said, damn, man, this man cost me a lot of bread. He cost me a lot of opportunity and money. And I was gonna make him money. And you over here complaining to me about some woman, man? What they make these men at? What kind of men are these? These are not men. These are not men. And I can sympathize with Idris. That's happened to me. And I don't like that. And I don't like this guy, but I can understand. I'm sympathetic to the brother because he got screwed. But you also got to have control in your relationship, man. You got to let a woman know she can't get in the way. Say, listen, we can do a lot together, but you can't be in my way. I'm trying to do something. And he didn't do that. He should have done that and say, hey, we got to take a year off. I'm trying to get this Black Panther film. We got to take a year off. I mean, we ain't got to date other people, but for a year, we can't be together. You can just wait. I got to do this. I need to do this for my career, my future. I want to secure my future. If I can get this role, I'll be in MCU. They got a lot of money. I can bounce around. I don't have to do any of this snowfall, that absolute foolishness, that ghetto chitlin circuit, hood rat garbage snowfall. I don't have to do that. Yeah, and then if she a good woman, she said, I feel you. And you got Michael, yeah, you know, Michael out there, he hating. He on that hating shit. I know what the public see, but I know what I have to do. So let's go ahead and break up. I'll see you in a year. Do what you want to do. I don't care. You know, I'm good over here. I ain't gonna date nobody. I'm focused on my career. But you can do whatever you want to do. That's how a man do that. And then you go out here and you get that part, and Mike ain't got in the way, and you get in there and you get about a month into that film, and then you bring your girl back on. You say, oh, yeah, okay, you know her, Lori, yeah. Yeah, we're back together. That's how you do it. Then you got Mike. Mike gonna be looking stupid then. Can't get you then. That's how you do that. He didn't do it like that. And a lot of these dudes is just like that too. These dudes be hating, man. They call them their ex. Like, what you mean that's your ex? You mean that stripper that you spent a bag on? That's who you talking about? Yeah, you talking about that stripper that you went in there on Saturday night and spent the grip on? Fuck you mean your ex, nigga. That ain't your ex. You know what I'm saying? What you mad at me for? Bro, what you mad at me for? Because she fuck with me? I don't spend no bag. You do. You got a problem with me talking about firing me. Hey, man, you know I need to fire him, man. Man, no, that dude right there, man. That nigga right there, man. Y'all need to get rid of that nigga, man. What? So I know what he going through. I know what he going through. And I don't want to believe it, though, man. I like Mike. But we don't know these people, though. I'm not going to sit up there and act like I know the man. I don't know the man. I like Mike, man. He a good actor, but, you know, come on, man. He ain't perfect. He ain't perfect. Come on. Is he perfect? He up here congratulating that David Johnson. Come on, man. You tripping. That's a direct insult to the Idris guy. You know damn well that guy ain't as good as this. God damn. You gonna make a tweet about how you like David Johnson, a motherfucker ain't nobody heard of, over the dude that's dating your ex? Bro, this is a crazy world we live in, brother. But I do blame him too, because he should have broke, man, just the way Hollywood is. You can't be sleeping with these dudes' exes and you trying to climb that ladder, that corporate ladder. You can't do it. They're not gonna recommend you, man. They're gonna get in their feelings. They're men. They're men. What you want them to do? They're not gonna want to see you level up. And they also don't want to see their woman become a better woman under you. They really don't want to see that. They really don't want to talk to you and say, yo, man, my baby mama from 5 years ago, that's, you know, y'all been married 2 years. Yeah, yeah. So what y'all, man, we go hiking. You know, she don't drink, smoke, none of that, man. Kids healthy, man. She's talking about becoming an assistant down at the private school. Uh, man, she cooks, real health conscious, always worried about me, man. Always worried about me. And the dude that she used to be with, man, she ain't never do nothing. All she wanted to do was blow blunts, act a fool. Yeah. And then they're gonna get mad because she done changed up with you. And you be like, well, I don't know what to tell you, brother. And see, then he gonna try to get, man, y'all need to fire him. He gonna try to get you fired. He gonna be at the going upstairs talking to the people in HR talking about some, y'all this new guy, man. Y'all know, man. No, this a cohesive group right here. Y'all got this new guy coming in here, man. He a troublemaker. And they said, what do you mean? He's a troublemaker. Come on, man. Where y'all from, man? I'm from, look, bro, I know what they do, bro. You know what? We play these games. I know what these Negroes do. I see what they do. My ex, man, they talking about that chick you spent the bag with every Saturday night, your ex. You her customer. Running around here, you yelling at me for, man, go get you. Man, you her customer. You ain't her ex. You run around here with an attitude, got a pistol, talking about you finna go at niggas. And I gotta go deal with the world. And I gotta deal with your clown ass. See, that's what I'm saying, man. And I don't even like this guy. This Idris guy, I don't like this guy. But I gotta sympathize with him because he got messed over, man. He got, come on, man. Can't nobody be cool with that, bro. And by proxy, Lori, I don't know what to say, man. This woman right here, bro. Man, she got to really be thinking about, like, why is all these bad things? Because, like, damn, let the woman live, though, brother. She said no. Will you marry me? She said no. Move on, nigga. You still up in them people's business? Ah, yeah, nah, man. I can't. Nah, that's you wrong for that, bro. Man, you gotta let people live, bro. Leave that man alone, man. Be telling that man not to hire that man. Just hating. Just hate. No reason. Just hating to hate. Being disruptive and shit. And then gonna text. You don't even know this man. You know damn well where you sent that text to, you was trying to aggravate these people. Damn. He knows damn well who that text was for. That wasn't no text for no David Johnson. You was trying to rub this guy's face in it, that he didn't get the role of Black Panther. You was trying to rub his face in it. Damson Idris. But he got your woman, though. And she all over him, bro. When y'all was together, she wasn't on you like that, man. She wasn't all hooked up on you. That's why she told you no, bro. And that's why you tried to pop the question. You was gambling. And I ain't mad at you, though, Mike. Black community is proud of you, brother. And you just a man. I ain't even mad at you for this. You just a man. We just human beings, man, flesh and blood. We not perfect, man. We subject to error. We get in our feelings. We get in our feelings sometimes. We get in our feelings sometimes, man. We can't do that to each other, man. But you can't be no hater though, man. You gotta get it. You can't do that, man. Your girl gonna find another dude, man. Go find you another woman, man. Close the chapter, man. Turn the page, man. Don't be hating. Don't do that. They do that out here. That's why I'm saying I'm not surprised, but they do that out here all the time. You could be a barber. You could work at a guy's shop. Say he got 9 barbers. You love the shop. They love you. One day, one of his exes come in there, one of his baby mamas. He's not there. Say he's out of town for 2 weeks. She takes she likes you. You like her. Y'all start going out. Y'all keep y'all business private. And then after a month and he's back, you go public with it, or she puts you on the Insta, and all of a sudden she's coming there, and the guy said, "Oh no, that's his ex-wife, man." You're like, huh? Yeah, man, the dude who run this place, that's his ex-wife. Well, so what they've been broke up for about 5 years. But man, he ain't gonna let you work here if you mess with his ex. What you mean? He's not gonna let you work here if you mess with his ex-wife, man. I wish you would have known. We didn't know. I mean, we just finding this out, man. It's too late. You don't put you on the Instagram. Yeah, he gonna find a reason. He ain't gonna let you come back in here. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. We have to do that as men. That's messed up. I wish men wouldn't do that, but they do that to each other. They start low key hating and be like, "Yo, bro, what they got to do with me? She don't want to be with you, bro. What do you want me to do about what they got to do with me?" They don't like that. They don't like that. But like, nah, bro. Nah, we don't need you here, man. You're a troublemaker. So what you talking about? Listen to me, man. Listen to me right now. I'm gonna tell you one time. You're a troublemaker. Get out of my shop. You out with all your shit, your clippers in a box, just because you sleeping with his ex. But he won't say that. And he'll give you some BS reason like that. You're a trouble. I know I've been in there getting the chop and I've seen it. So, and that's what I'm saying. That's what makes me believe this dude, Damson, Idris, should had this role locked down. And he had popularity within America with the Snowfall character. He was known here. And there was a certain degree of an internet push for him. Some kind of way he went with the David Johnson, and just so happened, coincidentally, Michael B. Jordan. He's not even in the damn movie. Congratulates the guy. You know that was a dick. You know exactly. Mike, I see. Why I don't see. That's what I'm saying. When we don't know, but they know what they're doing. That's messed up, man. I didn't know he was gonna do that, man. I didn't know he was gonna be her hater. I didn't know that. I did not know that, man. They broke up, and I get that woman can marry who she want to marry. Y'all dudes got to get out of y'all feelings with that, man. What if she marries you though? No, I'm just saying, say the woman you looking for, she marries you. Should there be ill will from other men that she chose not to marry? We know that ain't gonna happen though, right? We know niggas gonna get in their feelings and they gonna start hating. They gonna start hating. They always, that's what they do. They gonna get in their feelings and brother right there. And like I said, this dude, I mean, I'm not, look, I ain't got no problem with the dude. I just don't watch nothing he's in. Okay, can we put it like that? I don't. This Idris, Damson, Idris dude. I don't have no problem with the dude. Not really, right? But still, he shouldn't have been done like this. Even for me, this is a bridge too far. Don't do that to the brother, man. Let the brother work, man. And yeah, just let the brother. Why not? And if he the new Black Panther, he the new Black Panther. They went and get this other dude. Come on, man. Y'all tripping on this. And you know what? You deserve what you get too, because there's some more stuff finna come out about that brother. I'm not gonna talk about that over here. But you guys deserve that too, brother. I'm glad you did that, Ryan Coogler. You deserve it. You deserve it. Yeah, Barbara says she agreed. Idris should have been a part. He also, yeah, the original Black Panther. That's what everybody wanted. They get this other guy from London nobody's ever heard of, and Michael B. Jordan has heard of him. I wonder why that is. He up there congratulating them, trying to rub that man's face in the dirt. I don't know what he got with this Lori Harvey thing, where he don't want to see her come up. And see, we are like that. We got to stop doing that, man. Our exes, man, we got to stop doing it. We do that shit too, bro. We just don't want to see them come up, bro. Now, this brother right here, he's got to pay with a role, a life-changing role. He's got to pay. Now he's gonna be out there doing them snowfalls, them power book, them chitlin network shit, that chitlin, that what's that Zeus, that's Zeus channel chitlin trash. That's what he's going to be reduced to now because of Michael B. Jordan. That man's reduced to working for a chitlin Zeus trash TV. That's exactly what he's going to be doing now. Just because women like him. And we never talk about that. That's the price you pay out here. Just because you go to Chicago and the ladies in Chicago, they feeling you. All of a sudden, the dudes out there start hating. That's what I'm saying. That shit crazy, man. Crazy, bro. It's crazy. That's crazy. That's the way the world works, man. And Michael, you know, man, I hope you move on, bro. Okay, you done cost this man this role. Now just move on, bro. Turn the page. Turn the page. Well, that's where he's gonna wind up at Christmas. He's gonna be right down there on Zeus channel at Jocelyn's Cabaret. He's gonna be a judge. He better take a football helmet with him because he's gonna be a judge, and you know they be throwing hands in there, bro. I hope not, bro. Let the brother, man. Come on, man. I hope not. You know what? Let me get this out of here. Here we come. Here come some fans. Here they come. Yeah, Xavier don't like that either, man. Most men, we've been through that. Well, I wouldn't say most men. A lot of men been through that where people sweat their ex. and then they try to punish their ex through you. And it's just so weak as a man. It's so unbecoming, man. I'm being for real because when you realize that, you just have to look at that dude and you just it is so unbecoming of a man to do shit like that. To sit in the cut in the shadows and do shit to people, trying to undermine the woman so you go after her new man. Ah, you know what it's like? It's like you work at a restaurant and they both come in and you spit in his food. No, I'm not. You shouldn't spit in anybody's food. You follow me? You shouldn't spit in anybody's food. But because your ex brought a new man into the restaurant, you spit in his food. What do you fucking got to do with anything? You see what I'm saying? That's how they do it. They're not gonna really go after that person. They're gonna go after the lover. They keep that job. Like the woman, she might be a beautician at the shop. She's free to stay there. But if she sleeps with a barber, he's got to go. So why don't you just get rid of her? I ain't doing that. Bruh, that's what I'm saying. There you go. That's the logic, bruh. That's the logic that you got to deal with. That's the logic. It makes no sense, bruh. And he low key still caught up, man. He can play that game all he want to. He low key still caught. I think they playing with each other. I think they mess. I think she want this to happen. That's brother finna be sacrificed because he's still caught up. Because if he didn't care, he wouldn't care. He cares though. Like, share, support, man. Here we go. Right there. Bam. There we go. We took care of you, Miss Shirley. We solved your problem. I don't even know why they come over here, man. Why come over here with your anger? We don't do the anger. We don't do anger. Sure, we don't do anger over here. You got to go somewhere else. We don't do anger. And of course, this is hypothetically. You know what you want me to say? I got my facts lined up. This is what we believe to be true. We don't know that, but in our experience in life, 1 and 1 equals 2. And you can sort of take a look. Why was this guy chosen? Look, he was clearly the better actor than this David Johnson guy. Don't give me that garbage about he's a great actor. He did okay. I mean, who watched Romulus? Who watched that for the acting? That was an alien film. Nobody watched that for no acting. It was full of special effects. Yeah, to be honest, I wanted Idris too, but he should have known. I'm surprised at you older brothers for not knowing the code. You're right. No, Island, you're right. You're right. You saying you surprised at a brother for not knowing the code. That's on Idris though. That's Idris who don't know the code. I don't know what you mean by that. He got caught up in that. As a man, if you single, you want to be single, man. And when you talk about Hollywood, it's a snake pit. You got to be very careful. All those exes running around in Hollywood, all those actresses who done aged out. You got to know your surroundings. You got to sit down and think about it. And just like a Michael B. Jordan, you might just be better off single in the sense they don't know your personals. You don't want that out there, man, because people will stop you from getting apart just because of something as simplistic as you sleeping with one of their exes or you slept with one of their exes. They will stop you from getting apart. Sometimes it just comes down to who do you want? They're all qualified. Which one do you want? Which one do you want to work with? We're going to be with this person for 2 years. Who do you feel comfortable working with? Well, I like this person, but I don't know if I can work with them for no 2 years. I know I can't. I already hard to work with now. They're difficult. Well, what about this person? Well, I can work with this person. And that's who they normally choose. And then when you got him on that set, bringing his girlfriend there, you got Michael B. Jordan running around there. You know Michael don't want him there. Michael don't want him there bringing his ex on the set. They sitting up. That's awkward, man. So that dude was canceled out anyhow, and that's his fault for not cleaning his. He should have cleaned the slate. He should have cleaned the slate. He came in there with bad paperwork. His paperwork was fucked up. And he found out Michael B. Jordan wasn't gonna let that happen. You got to clean the slate, man. You got to have a clean slate. You could be smashing all these dudes, old lady, but these dudes, when they see you, they got to know you single, and you got to know it is what it is, man. Hey, man, listen, check it out. All this stuff about who you love and all of that, that ain't even me, bro. You know, I go out, they come home, we have fun, they leave, they live. I'm Gucci. So a dude would be like, yeah, it's all her fault, man. What am I blaming this brother for? She want to sleep with all these different dudes. That's on her. That's how you got to do it, man. But you get tied up, man. They gonna get in their feelings and say, who is this dude? Think he can lock up my whole? Okay, I got something for him. I got something for this brother. Yeah, like I said, it's what part of allegedly you don't get? I said allegedly, brother. You think I'm in? Well, first of all, I wouldn't be on this YouTube if I was sitting in the offices of Michael B. Jordan or this Idris Damson. I wouldn't be on no damn YouTube channel. Or Ryan Coogler. If I'm working for Ryan Coogler as a talent scout, you think I'd be running around here talking about some damn Black Panther 3? I'd be out there. I'd be out there enjoying my life doing a lot of shit. But at the end of the day, man, we got to stop thinking that this is beneath certain people. They do this all the time, and I do think Lori Harvey has a lot to do with this decision. I don't care. What do you think? I'll publicly say that? You think he'll come out publicly and say it? Obviously, you can put two and two together. That is his ex-woman. That is his buddy. That's not his buddy Ryan Coogler. They just won Oscars together. You don't think that they talk like normal people talk? They don't just talk about scripts and roles. They talk like regular people talk. Ryan knows that man's mother. He knows that man's family. Ryan probably goes to the birthday parties for his niece. They know each other, and vice versa. Michael goes to his house. They know each other. You're trying to tell me that some kind of way Mike's not going to have no input on who the next Black Panther is? Even though he was in the movie, he knows Chadwick Boseman. He knows this man. He's going to turn around. He's sitting next to Michael B. Jordan and say, hey, who's going to be the next? Who you think should be the next Black Panther, Mike? Take a look at these 5 guys I got. For the last 6 months, I've had them hidden. They've all been reading for the part. Take a look. Oh, look, I want you to take a look at these clips. It's about an hour. All these guys reading for the part. And you come back and you tell me who you think, what you think about it. He sit up there looking at Idris. You know that man ain't gonna look. He goes, I'm not. No, I don't want that man on no damn Black Panther. Bringing that woman in there. I don't want that. You know why? Say I don't want to be on no set with this dude. Isn't this? It's something as simplistic and simple as that cost a man of millions and millions of dollars. I got a sort of feel for Idris on that, man. Yeah, bro. Yeah, that ain't worth it, man. That ain't worth it, man. 5 years from now, who knows where y'all gonna be? That woman could be running around here behind Future or one of these rappers. She could be running behind another rapper, and you out here working at Snowfall. You in the food stamp line trying to go to work for Snowfall. Nobody looking at that stuff, man. You down here on Zeus channel, getting bopped upside the head with a shoe. Yeah, you got to make good decisions, man. They come back to hunt you, bro. And David Johnson, you should thank Michael B. Jordan. He got you the job. You owe that brother a debt of gratitude. And that's what's wrong with us, man. A lot of men, we get in our feelings over these women, man. We got to stop doing that, man. We got to get out your feelings over these women, man. They gonna be with who they want to be with, bro. I know that hurt your ego. I know that hurt your ego. They're gonna sleep with who they want to sleep with, man. We got to get out of our feelings. We get in our feelings way too quick. We want to start a fight. We want to run up on people. We want to come to the restaurant and yell at the table, mess people's digestion up. We got to get out of our feelings, bro. Spit in the man's food. Why you spit? Because I don't even understand it. So if I'm with her, you don't like her, y'all used to be together, you feel like she doing you wrong. She left you, broke your heart, yet you spit in my fucking food. See, I don't even understand it. It's like, why are you spitting in my food? But wait, hold up for a minute, brother. You don't like her. She messed up. She's this A, B, C, and D. But why are you trying to take it out on me? And that's what, and we do that all the time, bro. We'll do that in a minute. You gonna take it out on the other guy? For what? For being a single man who's interested in your ex? So he should some kind of way pay for that? Meanwhile, you pamper the ex even though she's done all these bad things to you. Like I said, that she could be a beautician working in the same shop. It's his shop. He doesn't fire her. He fires you, the new guy who chop hair. And, hey, you was going home one day and she kept pushing up. So he said, come on back. Follow me home. Yeah, I live around the corner. Come on. You want to show me some stuff? Okay, come on, show me. You smash, and then the next day the dude tell me something. No, get your shit. What you mean? Get your stuff and get out of my shop. You're a troublemaker. You mean I'm a troublemaker? Get out of my shop. And they find out it's because you smashed this old lady. And guess what? Guess who still work there though? She does. Yeah, that shit wrong, man. We are wrong. I'm tired of people making excuses. What's up with you, Tabor?
Man, listen to your commentary, bro. As someone in my profile pic, I got on the Black Panther mask. As a fellow David, I appreciate what Michael B. Jordan did. That's the game, bro. And cats should know it. It's been going on for years. It didn't happen to me. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta watch how you move out here.
You
You
think that
never know.
that's okay to do that to another man?
Yep, it's been done to me a number of times. And my
So
loyalty,
hold up,
my
because it's been done to you, it's okay.
clearly it is. That's the world we live in. Politicians be doing it.
So
People do it all
politicians
the time.
are the barometer of what's right and wrong.
Nah, they just regular people that do stuff like that.
Okay, so you said this is cool, but it's happened to you. Was it cool when it happened to you?
Nope. But it can
Well, how
still
can it
happen
be
to me
cool
again.
then, Tabor? Tabor, how can it be a
I
cool
got
thing if you didn't like it when it happened to you?
because it happens. And I didn't understand it either. And I felt a certain way about it. But then as I got older, I realized this is what men do. They'll keep another man down if they got the power. If they feel like you got something
But
going on that's better than them.
nothing. No, go ahead,
I'm
bro.
telling
You're
you.
right. My
If they
fault.
feel if they feel like that you got something going on, it happened to me with it. I got a TV deal in Houston, bro. I got stumped on by another black man, bro. You hear what I'm saying? So
Mm.
to watch it be done to me and know it
Was it
getting
over a
done,
woman?
nah. It's just I had a better place
Yeah,
to
we
live with.
talking about over a woman
I
though.
I get what you're saying, but it's still the same thing. A man stop
No,
you
it's not
because
the
it's some
same.
money.
No, it's not
It,
the
it,
same thing.
it's some
It,
money, bro. It's money at play,
if
bro.
you
It's the same.
Tabor, if you piss somebody off between you and that man, that's different than you sleeping with his ex.
But I didn't piss him off though. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's all the
You
same.
did something. He just did it to do it.
I I walked in the office, bro. I met the person, the president of the company, and he gave me the same position the dude had based on the play that I had. I'm telling you, that's how it was. So he was able to stop my money though. So he stopped it. It's the same situation. You know, it a woman or a better play. You just some people just be better. This is the promotion some dudes didn't get at their job, and they don't realize why they don't get it because they was just smarter. Or the way the dude looked at the his boss's girl, the manager's girl, doing a Christmas party. They can stop your money, bro. It's all the same. Men do
But you
stuff like
saying it's okay, brother?
it is. It
No,
is,
it's
bro.
not.
It gotta be. If the world see it like that, and even though we think it ain't okay, but cats that's in a higher place, they think it's okay and they do it, man, that's what it is.
It's wrong, Tabor. Wrong is wrong, brother. You know, I mean, you can believe what you want to, brother, but I hope one day you realize you got right and you got wrong. What Michael allegedly what Michael did to this guy, that's wrong, man. And then once again, Tabor, if you notice, they never go after the woman in the sense they're not trying to mess her up, but they'll mess the guy up. And it's like, well, why you if she's the one who caused all your problems, why are you coming after me? That's what I'm saying. So there's something within inside the male psyche that's revealing because it's like, why are you messing with a Idris?
And
Okay,
dudes know
okay,
that.
he's sleeping with your ex. Okay, but what does it have to do? He's the one. She's not reading for the part he is. I don't give a fuck.
And,
And
and, and
he knows the man. You know you're gonna tell the man not to hire the man.
they did Sinners together, didn't they?
Yeah.
And one of the best movies, and Coogler got a deal that's unprecedented. So for him to get that deal, that's his partner. He gonna listen to his partner.
I know, and that's wrong.
Man, come on, bro. I can see how you can see it's wrong, and we can say
You
it's
would do
wrong,
that.
but
So hold up. You would do that.
absolutely.
So if somebody told you don't hire someone because they sleeping with his ex, you would, and you trying to find somebody to do something. So you looking for a good mechanic, and you got a guy who's got a great resume to fill the job, but the guy say, "No, man, he's sleeping with my ex. Don't hire him." You would go with
My
that?
partner, my partner, I get money with, absolutely.
Wow.
Oh,
I
that
can
ain't
buy.
good, man.
I can get 100. I can get it. There's 100 mechanics, bro. I only got one partner I get money with like this. Yeah, bro. I mean, y'all ain't gotta see it like that, bro. That's the world. You don't have to play it like that. That's when a whole lot of other things come about, and you don't realize it coming about because you ain't paying attention.
She says, Alicia says, my money is being stopped because of a bitter baby daddy. He got caught, damn, being a PDF file, undercover download. That's your baby daddy?
See,
I
people
have
do it.
two children. My private life is no concern. Yeah, you got some issues. You had a child by a man that's on the DL and a PDF file? Man.
And
Look
I
at
know
Nicki
she's seen
Minaj
some
husband like
signs
that
too.
too.
I know she's seen some of them signs, so I
Yeah,
don't.
that's
That's
crazy,
crazy
bro.
right there.
Nicki
You get
Minaj husband is the same way, bro, and she still married that dude. He can't even go to his kid's school.
But I think his situation was like, um, what was in his situation? Like he was 18 or 19, and the girl was like 16 or
It,
something like
it
that.
don't
no,
matter. He got a
don't
majority.
do that. Hold, don't do
Oh
that.
no, I'm just asking. I don't know
No,
what it
no,
was.
just forget it. He got convicted. Don't
Okay,
get into
yeah,
that
all
because
right,
it'll look like you trying to justify him.
yeah. I mean, I
Whatever
don't know.
he did, and he got found guilty. That's his business.
Yeah, that's his business. Yeah, you're right.
It's wild, bro.
But yeah, I don't think they need to do another Black Panther. This whole it ain't gonna
What?
sell like the first. It ain't gonna sell
Why
out like
won't
the
it? Man,
because man, the real all we know is the Black Panther that passed away.
so
Don't nobody
that
don't
what?
no- don't nobody
Go
want to
ahead.
see this thing when they be changing up like the only thing I work on is them damn Batman movies. But
But
other
so
than
so
that,
they can have white superheroes like Superman, Batman, the Hulk, all these other boys get to live on and be immortalized, but we can't have one as black folks, bro. That's crazy, bro.
no, because I'm
Hulk.
just saying. I just said the only way that worked when they changed the character. His story, I've never seen no movie be successful after the second time. Like
The
the fried, like
Superman
Yeah, well,
series?
he said Hulk
Come
though.
on, bro.
you said Hulk. Yeah, but
No,
Hulk not.
Tabor said Hulk
Yeah, Hulk is not a
Hulk,
real
and
cat.
said
That's a
we. He said
cartoon.
we can't have nothing. The Hulk.
Yeah, the Hulk
bro.
ain't no
Tabor, the
real.
Hulk is
There's been like two different
green. He's
characters
a
been Hulk.
green
Yeah,
man.
he's a green
Bro,
man.
listen, he's a superhero, bro. Come on, bro. Don't take it out of context what I'm telling y'all. Listen to what I'm telling y'all.
The
Back
Hulk
in the
is a
day,
green.
A
Was
he's
he
green
a
mute,
still a
like a mutant or
superhero,
something.
bro.
yeah,
Come
mutant,
on,
a
bro.
green
What are
mutated
y'all doing?
entity.
But I'm
I
saying
don't
I'm
I
no.
don't know,
talking about a
Tabor. Tabor,
superhero.
hold up, Tabor. Let me
Go
answer
ahead,
your
bro.
question.
I'm listening.
I don't know what we're doing because we actually were talking about Ryan Coogler being influenced not to choose Damson Idris for the role of Batman. And when you think about the
The
fact that
Batman?
I mean, my
Black
fault,
Panther.
Black Panther. When you think about the fact that he's buddy with Michael B. Jordan and who's sleeping with Michael B. Jordan's ex right now, you don't overlook the possibility that Michael B. Jordan chimed in and said, no, don't go with him, go
Nah.
with this other guy.
I think Kugler's smarter than that. You know, Kugler from the Bay.
Brother, they buddies.
What that
I'm
got
saying,
nothing to
but
do with it?
Kugler from the Bay, he influenced by that, that culture like
Nah,
that.
he ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna tell
Come
you
on,
something. He
It's,
ain't gonna do that.
bro.
But no, he's not gonna do that. Period, because he's sleeping with the man's ex. Ryan Coogler's not gonna hire someone that close to his friend. That's his friend, bro.
yeah, but I don't think it had no influence. They needed to pick somebody close to Bozeman. He do look like Bozeman and like the skin. He do look like Bozeman a little bit. He the closest one, but even though I don't think it's gonna do good the movie because nobody really don't
Well,
look
it's
at
not
him
gonna
like
do
You
good if this
feel
guy
me?
is what people think he is. I know it ain't gonna do good.
yeah, it ain't
But
gonna do good. So it's a waste
um
of time anyway.
it's still Idris should have been cast for the role, man.
But why? Why you think
But
he should have been
because of
cast
who
for
he
it?
sleep with, because of who he sleeps with, niggas is hating on him. See, we play this game about hating. This is hating right here. If you ever want to know what hating was, this is hating. Anytime somebody is interfering with you trying to get promotions and they're using stupid stuff like who you sleep with, that woman wants him. What are you supposed to tell her no? No, I can't sleep with you. What? Why not? He's like, okay, we both single. Let's do it. Oh, well, we ain't gonna give you no job. They see that's hating. That's hating. He
Boy,
ain't got nothing to do with that.
Yeah,
Nothing to
see,
do
that's
with that.
hate. That's hating. But a lot of dudes are like that though.
Thank you. I'm glad you're saying that. You're right.
Listen, that's like, hey, this is crazy. This is popping my mind. Just like even though this is like the same thing, but LeBron and the dude who homeless down in the NBA, he hitting
Mm-hmm.
the lights can do a green eyes hitting your mom. You get the man kick out the NBA.
Did he? No. I didn't keep up. Did he get him kicked out?
No,
Yeah,
no, you're
yeah,
talking about Delonte West. He
yeah.
didn't get kicked out. He has mental issues. Like
I'm
he's been
saying, but
diagnosed.
LeBron got him off that team
Did
when he was
LeBron
with
get
the.
him traded? Did
Yes,
LeBron get him
LeBron
kicked
got
out?
him out that team, and LeBron. He got this thing in the league where LeBron kind of control NBA. He make decisions, and he kind of blackballed him, and people put that on LeBron, saying he was the root cause of that. LeBron don't want him
Nah,
around. LeBron, I live in DC. That's the story that I don't I haven't heard him say it, but
Yeah, I didn't
that's
know.
the story
I didn't know
runner.
LeBron got him off the team. I don't know
Yeah,
what
because he
happened
been
with
hitting the
that.
man mom. He been hitting the man mom.
Brother, brother, yes, I'm gonna say this, brother. That's your mother.
I'm
That
saying
part of
no,
her ain't what the fuck that got. That's a grown ass man. That ain't no
but
kid.
I'm going to
That
spec
ain't
this.
got shit to do with him. What's wrong with you niggas, bro?
That's the
If your
same
mama want to
situation.
date a man half her age and you a grown motherfucker, why do you care?
That's what I'm
A
saying. That's
grown
just
ass
like this
woman.
situation. I'm just saying
I don't
what you.
think LeBron did none of that. That's what I'm saying. You're
Yes, he
accusing
did.
him of doing this stuff. LeBron ain't do nothing to that man.
He kicked him off
man,
the
yes he
team.
did.
He got him off the team.
He was off that team after. I said
He
it in
was
the
off that
comments about
team
that.
after.
Come
Oh,
on,
okay.
bro. We gotta be realistic, man.
You don't
Okay, I
want the
don't keep up
yeah,
with
but you
LeBron.
don't.
I don't know what he did, but I'm just saying I wouldn't be mad at. Look, the man's mom she grown. Somebody says she's smoking that stuff. How you, bro? When your parents, how you gonna
what's
stop
up?
them? That's what I'm saying. Well, we started to be stupid now.
And they had pictures of
What's
him
that?
and
What
him
the
and
Keisha Cole chick was talking about? Her mom was on that shit,
yeah,
and she
she
was
been
Oh
trying
on
to
it.
have
yeah,
a musical career, and her mom kept knocking on the door. And you don't know what I'm saying. What you gonna stop doing music? You got to
nephew.
go through that shit, man.
Was
It's fucked up.
Yeah, but
The black community is a mess. And then you look at this Black Panther thing. Let's not be so quick to think it was all like it's. You keep thinking about it, then think twice. Why didn't Idris get the job? It's pretty obvious, don't you see that?
I
Pretty
mean,
obvious
no,
why he didn't get it.
he looked like him, but it's other. I never heard of this other dude who they got coming up. I would rather them damn get the dude from the Get Out movie, the other black dude, but he more like
nah,
yeah. But I'm
nah,
saying
nah,
no.
nah.
The Idris just looked like him, but I only see Idris on the little FX show in a one other movie, but he ain't never been on like no wide range actor like that in my opinion. He more like a
You know
supporting
who I
actor.
thought if he was a little bit younger, who I would thought would have been perfect for that role, even outside of
Michael
the
J.
last
White.
brother. No, Michael J. He did Spawn. I was good with that.
Yeah,
And to the brother that was talking about why they always got to unalive or the black super. That's not true, man. Blade. They talking about coming out with another Blade. Blade was popping. Wesley Snipes was kicking ass that whole series. Spawn with Michael J. White. He was kicking ass that whole movie. You know what I'm saying?
but see
Who's
when
the
they switch,
Luke Cage? Luke Cage. They talking about rebooting that. Okay, I mean, there's
I
a
never seen that. I never seen that show on.
it was I say it's on because Luke Cage really don't got no crazy powers like that. He got like crazy strength, but he in
Okay.
Harlem and he messing with them. It's a lot going on with that, right? But I think that the brother that played who was the lead in Amistad and he was married to what's his name? I think if he was younger, I think that would have been the perfect role for that. You know what I mean? His brother already African. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He wasn't frail like the last brother and all of that. His brother's is frail. I'm gonna keep it real with
That's
you.
the thing. He never got the guy you talking about. You see him a
Yeah.
lot as
A little
what
sidekick. He was in
yeah, what
Gladiator.
they
Yeah.
call it, not lead actor, it's supporting
Supporting.
role.
Supporting.
Supporting. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, supporting
you
role.
see him a lot in films, best supporting and stuff like that. He's really good, but he would have needed something like a Black Panther to break him
Yeah.
into the mainstream.
I think if he was younger, that would have been the perfect role for him. I think he would have killed that. You feel me? Or excuse me, unalived
Yeah.
that.
And that's
Mhm.
sad. That's sad. You can't find nobody of age in like in their early 30s or early 40s to play like a masculine, real black man these days. You got to go
You
pick up.
can
Oh,
find that. They're not looking for that.
I mean, but you can't. Just like my man made the example. You gotta go somebody else who older who done past their prime.
You can
Cause
find go look up Google black actors under 30. Then do under 30, under 25. There are plenty of them out there. They're just not
but
getting see, that's the whole point. They're not getting a shot. Black
yeah,
brother, if they cast me for Black Panther, I'm gonna be fucking rich and famous.
yeah,
I don't have to do shit because of the movie. The movie's gonna make money. The movie's gonna get
Toys,
interest.
merchandise.
It's a career role. I know exactly what Idris was doing. He's like, okay, if I can get locked in here, I'll be inside that MU universe, and you could play multiple characters in that universe. That's
Yeah, all
money.
kind of.
Yeah, that ain't no chitlin shit. That's big money, no matter where you
yeah.
go.
Yeah, they should have just man bring back Killmonger, bring him back to life or something, and let him switch to that. Yeah,
How
because
they gonna bring him back?
I'm just saying, like even though he dead, something
Mhm.
happened where he kind of come
But
back to
they
life or
okay.
something.
There are other stories in Black
Yeah,
Panther.
Yeah, I mean, I listen. I never followed the Black Panther story, but I'm pretty sure he had plenty of enemies that they wrote for him
A
within that
lot of them.
storyline.
yeah. The big dude.
The claw.
Yeah,
They don't. The claw used to be a major, uh, a nemesis in that saga, and they don't even play the claw. He was a major part of that. He was
they had
always
the
going against that claw dude.
they had the Woman King. It did big numbers, but that was for like the sisterhood. I don't see too many. I didn't see too many dudes. I think I did go to see that
Why are
though,
you talking about the Woman's King?
because that
That
was
was not
part of the
even
They
Black
talking
that
about
Panther.
wasn't
with Viola Davis, about Viola
Yeah,
Davis with the
yeah, that's
female
not even
tribe out there that was
that was
supposedly
yeah,
fighting
that's
yeah,
off
that
not
was
even
part.
colonialism.
That's an
Marvel, though. I'm saying
offshoot.
what
That's
does
an
they got to do with
offshoot.
anything?
That's an offshoot of Black Panther, like you were saying. Like
Nah, that's
Woman's
supposed to be
King.
it.
Come
It
on.
was supposed to be a historical event that happened, but what happened was when it came out, you had a bunch of white conservatives come out, and I guess in some cases, if you want to be historically accurate, rightfully so, they were picking it apart, saying this is ahistorical. Actually, they were actually fabricating a lot that was going on with that.
So that wasn't so those girls in the tribes and Black Panther that wasn't part of the Woman King. I always thought that. I
Well,
mean,
Wakanda is not a real place, so
I
Yeah.
understand. I'm
nah.
just saying. So what
No,
the
You
that's
talking about like
actually
T'Challa and all that?
no,
Nah,
no, no.
that's all that's made up.
Actually the Dodger Maru or whatever the fuck they call themselves. In the comic book, those are his wives.
okay? I thought that was the offshoot of the Black I mean the Black. That's what I always
No,
thought.
those are
I
his wives, but
okay.
in the Marvel universe or whatever, they're a bunch of bodyguards. And many people say LGBT, but in the comic book, they weren't like that.
Yeah.
And he's just like Tony Stark's. He's just like he's basically a black Tony Stark's. Billionaire playboy, lots of women, lots of machinery, adventures, strong guy defeats his
Tony
enemies.
Stark's is Iron Man, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And he had that because he based it off Africa and he said, okay, he would have a tribe. Okay, let's make his bodyguards all female, but they're also his concubines.
Makes sense. Put in work.
And
Yeah.
he
That's
still was
that's
free to sleep with other women too. He had concubines, but he can have a girlfriend, he can have a wife. He wrote the character to be like that. Now, do they write that character like that? Now they really finna change. You want to talk about taking out some ink? This new character, I don't know what that is. This guy,
yeah.
this
That's what I
guy,
was
this guy
saying.
who got on these sweaters. I don't know, bro.
They about to tone them down a little bit. We got to water it down. We got we got to tone it down a little bit.
Because Chadwick
We
was just
can't
right.
have a black man out here being all just doing all this wild, all these women and all this smart. We can't have that going on.
Yeah,
This
because
brother, he
Chadwick
gonna go
was
from Black Panther to YMCA on their ass.
yeah,
So
because
that's what we looking at now. Like, damn.
Chadwick had like the perfect balance. He wasn't too brute, kind of cool with it, articulate, strong and masculine. He played the part perfectly. So it's
Yeah,
gonna
they
be
ain't
hard
got
to
too
fill
many
in
of
for
him though. Yeah, it's gonna be
ain't too
hard.
many of him left. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't call nobody by name. You gotta go look somebody up on somebody with potential. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. It ain't used to be like this,
There's actors
but don't
right
nobody
now
know them.
for there you go. That's the hope. How you gonna
Yeah,
get known?
yeah. You gonna get known. Yeah, you're
You got to
right.
read for parts, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Well,
bro, but
if the people won't hire you because you're a black American, how are you gonna make it out?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
most
Hey,
people, at
hey,
least for the Superman situation, we didn't know most of them people. Most characters that get redone or recasted, like they just redid the Spider Man or whatever. Like we didn't know them folk, but they character get to live on, bro. We need that too, bro.
I mean,
Cause
you
ain't
know,
nobody. Go ahead.
you know, like the names, cause like Robert Downey Jr. He been around for a while.
But
The other white,
he
the
was back
other,
there in the
the,
'80s though, bro.
but I'm saying he still had a reputation for being a good actor. He had his little thing with drugs and stuff, and he still came back, and that changed his career. The dude who did the Spider Man, the younger guy, he was Leonardo DiCaprio homeboy, and
Toby Maguire.
Leonardo DiCaprio gave him an alley oop, and he did a good job in the first two. They kept on changing the characters, but the popular ones, but some of them guys they just kind of show up for one movie. The movie do okay because it's Marvel, people go see, and you never see him again. Like you never seen that dude from the what's Captain America, the white you seen they got the black guy now from the
There's two Captain Americas though.
that's what I'm saying.
He's
No, but now it's
working.
the yeah,
No,
it's
no,
the black guy.
that guy's still working.
Yeah,
The
but I'm
the
saying,
big
but you never.
Captain America
McAfee,
guy.
McAfee.
Yeah,
He no, you just don't keep up with
yeah,
movies. A lot of times, the movies don't even come to the theaters. They're releasing all types of movies.
yeah, like all that
On
Ant
Disney.
Man and all that. You don't know them guys' name and all that. You just know the like popular people. Like
Yeah, actually, I don't know
The
his name.
characters.
I know the Ant Man guy.
you
He's a staple actor before he became the
yeah
Ant Man.
you know Patrick what's his name Wolverine the dude what's Patrick Hughes or
Logan,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you know him. You seen him your whole life.
the Wolverine. Yeah, I mean, he played
Jackman.
Wolverine for
Yeah,
like 15 years.
that's what I'm
He
saying.
played for Hugh
Doctor
Jackman. You know,
He's back.
he's
He's
getting
back to
a
his career.
he's
He
getting a
don't have to
divorce
be.
now.
Yeah, but you know,
Yeah.
he don't have to do nothing. See, what I'm saying is those movies,
Dr. X, he from Star
Wolverine and
Trek.
stuff like that,
Yeah,
those movies, Star Trek, that's
yeah.
one,
Yeah,
Avatar, those movies pay so much
yeah,
that you don't have to do other films. Even though it might take 2 years for the next film to come out,
yeah,
you can just stay in shape, work on your role, hone your craft. You don't have to do another little, even though they'll do a little bit film. It'll come out and,
yeah,
you know, maybe it'll do something, maybe not. But what I'm saying is those are the type, I know what Idris is trying to do. You want to get locked in with those studios because this
yeah.
garbage snowfall stuff, you can't depend on that. That's trash.
Yeah,
Hey man,
that's
come on, bro.
seasonal.
Oh, hold up, Platt. Don't say that, because you know,
Bro, don't do that,
neat
bro.
niggas love Snowfall. I never watched one episode of that
Me
show.
neither. Me
Okay,
neither. Me
niggas
neither.
love that. I'm like, it's the same story. Somebody sold drugs. Something bad happened. Like, what else do we need to know about this? You know, like,
And
what else
then
do we need to know? It's the same story
Bro,
over and
listen.
over and over again.
Uh-huh.
and your
Seven
You know
boy,
what I'm
seasons,
saying?
bro. Come
They
your
love
on,
that
bro.
shit.
your
My man
boy
called me
was
up like, yo, you watch it? I'm like, nah, I ain't see that. I'm good on that.
what's the dude who he got with Megan Good, the big the strong dude
Jonathan Majors.
yeah, he was supposed to be the next one up to like take on these big roles, but he didn't mess his career up, and
Outside playing
he
around.
Hold on.
he
I'm
got
gonna
like
keep
a
it real
nice
with y'all
range. He got a
with
nice
those two.
range.
Well, hold on. Well, listen, I'll keep it real with y'all. Even with Michael B. Jordan, even when he played Killmonger, and what's that SEAL movie he played in? It was a military movie that he was in, right? And
The
even
Tom
with
Clancy
even
movie. I forgot the
the
name
Tom
of it.
Clancy movie, and even the last dude y'all just mentioned, that's married to Megan
Jonathan
Good, right?
Majors, yeah.
Um, they're not believable to me, man. Like,
Oh
I
no,
don't
yeah, no,
care.
he
I
good.
don't
I
care
mean,
how. I don't care how. Like, okay, so I'll give you an example of what I mean, right? Just like I mentioned, the dude that played in Amistad, that dude right there, like that dude, for him, like I can see him. I would believe it's believable if he's playing a superhero, serious, masculine man. You know what I'm saying? His demeanor says that. To me, like Michael B. Jordan and that other, Jonathan May, they're not believable to me. I don't know. It's something
because you
about.
No,
judging
bro.
them, you
That's
judging
that's
them,
three
he judging them by
creeds.
their old movies. He judging them by all that Disney
Yeah,
stuff,
by
all them little
slave
kid
movies,
movies.
bro.
Bro,
That's what you judging.
I've watched a couple movies by them, or even the shows, right? Jonathan Major, he played in that HBO. What was that HBO? It was like an HBO or Showtime show that he did where it was like a weird, they was like based in like the 1950s, and he was with the light skinned shorty, and they
You
was
talking
running
about
whatever that. Well, I
Damn,
didn't,
it's the one
I
with the
didn't,
superpowers. They have magical powers
yeah,
and things. Mm.
yeah, I saw. I didn't see a bunch of stuff with them. To me, they just not really believable to me.
But
You know what I'm
the
saying? Like
thing,
that.
the reason why is because like somebody like Michael B. Jordan, he was like like a little Nick Cannon type. He started doing the Creed movie. So you got to put some
Yeah, I
weight
don't
on these
believe him.
guys. You got to put them in the gym. You got to give them a masculine role, and you got to make them play the part. So now he
Man,
like the
Creed
top
be
younger guy
popping,
I
now.
don't even think he's a good actor. I'm gonna keep it real. I
I
don't think he's a
mean,
good actor. Do y'all think
uh,
he's
his
good?
his
Man,
his movies do
bro.
good. The
They
Sinners
the
did all
numbers
his
are
movies do
there.
like $1 billion.
Okay, so
Yeah.
all right, so let me give you the point of where somebody is like the praise that he gets right now. Right now, if we were to take like the Don Cheadle, Denzel, you know what I'm saying, old school Wesley. I'm not gonna throw people like who my man from the '70s that played in Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. Who played that? What was his name?
I don't know that.
The famous he's Caribbean. Anyway, never mind. But I'm saying that's my standard for what good is. You think can we say Michael B. Jordan? Can we say his acting is as good as Denzel's?
I mean, of course not,
Yes,
because that's a
bro.
different era,
Yes.
man. You got,
Oh
things
my
that
gosh.
things are
Look at the
watered down these
movies,
days,
bro.
man. It ain't no good
Nah,
movies no
bro.
more.
What do you mean? The dude got three creeds. He done been in two Black Panther movies.
Yeah,
He
he
done
did
been
a
in
good job.
Sinners. He got
Yeah,
this dude got a whole slew of movies you can just sit down in the
Oscar.
day and watch, bro.
Yeah, he got the Oscar.
Hold on,
Come on,
Nicolas
man.
Cage got a bunch of movies too, and I would say 80% of Nicolas Cage's movies are trash. Now he got some
That's what you
classics. He
think,
does have some classics,
man. But
right?
but
You're not
But
gonna win
that
every
that's
time.
not
Nicolas
Michael
Cage
B.
got a
Jordan
bunch
though.
of
If you take
Bootleg
Denzel,
joint.
if you take all the Denzel movies, take Denzel
Yeah,
got 100 movies. Only
yeah.
about 25 of them you gonna really like. Everything else, a lot of them stuff. Everybody got little Eddie Murphy the same way. Now you take the Nutty Professor out and Come into America and all that boomerang stuff, like the classic ones. A lot of his movies, everybody got like a bunch of movies that flop. That's
Yeah,
just the way it
everything don't
is.
Well,
hit.
they don't
Will
I mean,
Smith,
necessarily
it do
flop,
good,
but
but it don't hit.
people don't. Will
it's,
Smith the same
All the
way.
hold up. Whenever they drop, well, listen. Whenever Eddie dropped, though, it was always listen. Hold up. The only movie I could probably say that wasn't good by Eddie, I like the Dolomite movie, but outside of that, right? What's the
That was
movie
good.
that he had where he had the afro? He had the afro and he had the braces and the glasses
Thousand
on.
words.
Was it?
Norbit,
Thousand
Norbit.
words.
No, not Norbit. It was called. It was 1,000 words. It was something like that. That might have been the only one that was suspect. Everything else he did was he knocked it out the park with everything he did.
Nah,
Yeah,
not
Eddie
yeah.
everything.
cold, bro.
Well,
Come
none.
on, G. Go ahead.
Well, first of all, an actor like Eddie, they're going to take roles and parts that
Mhm.
some people who won't like the part. They
Yeah,
may like him as an Beverly Hills Cop,
yeah.
and when he goes and does something outside of that,
Facts.
they don't like it.
Doctor
But it
Doolittle.
did
Yeah,
it
yeah.
does
You're
it
right.
doesn't mean it flopped. That's called
Do numbers,
actor
bro.
act. Now, if you're really good, they're gonna like anything you do. As you play different roles, the fans are gonna like anything you do. But yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. But you said it, they flop. They don't necessarily flop.
No, I mean flop is when like they spend 20 million to make a film and you only
Well,
make 10 million.
you
That's
can
what I'm.
go
That's
by
what
that, but a
I'm
lot of people don't go
saying.
by.
Yeah,
That's
they don't.
flopping in
A lot of
That
people
Hollywood.
don't.
don't
That
go
don't
by
happen.
box office,
Well,
bro. You
that's
know
what
what, bro?
Hollywood go by.
Bro. We can't do this every time. You keep interrupting and saying shit.
I'm telling
Okay,
the
just
truth.
because a movie does not make money, don't mean it flops. You got to understand the fucking movie. All this Othello and all that bullshit. They don't really go for money for those movies. They do some reenactment of Shakespeare. They're not going for no box office. You get an actor who gets into that. They're doing that for their craft. They're doing that for the
Scorpions.
for what they're doing.
They're a thespian. A
Thespians.
Nah,
thespian.
Yeah,
yeah,
There.
you need
they
to
go
take
by
that
that.
to
They,
broad.
yeah,
You need to take that to Broadway because they want money in Hollywood. Hollywood is but money. Take that to Broadway. You want to do
yeah,
all
but
Well,
that.
hold on, because you got
Hollywood
actors,
gets
you
there
do got
too.
actors. Hold up, you got blockbuster actors that jump in and out of that. Like Meryl Streep does Broadway still.
Yeah, that's what they do
Denzel,
that for.
he does Broadway. Denzel been doing Broadway his whole career.
Bro,
Well,
You're
what
not
this is
going to
what I'm
spend
saying
no.
though. Even with Idris, right? Like only thing I can give some of the British. Now listen, I wasn't aware that yes, a lot of British actors are pretty good. Outside of the fact that they're able to disguise their accent or whatever. I even like maybe like 5 or 6 years ago on Netflix, if there used to be like random British shows or whatever going on or movies, and I would watch it. I'm like, yo, the acting is really good in this, right? So I will give them that, right? I think that British actors are pretty solid, typically. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, as far as what we got here, like now, like Michael B. Jordan, the way they're blowing him up. I look at his acting a lot of times, and I'm like, like even with hold on, I'll put it like this, right? He played Apollo Creed. He played Apollo Creed's son, right? They had a trilogy for that. Now, let's remember. I can't remember the Action Jackson. I can't remember the brother's real name. Let's look at him. He played in, if I'm not mistaken, 3 of the Rocky movies also, right? Now he was a supporting actor in that. I think his acting was better as a supporting actor in that than Michael B. Jordan playing the lead actor of his son in his own
on
joint.
the Disney Channel, nigga.
No, the
That
dude
actor
that
was
played Creed, the dude that played Apollo Creed in the original Rocky, I think his acting was better than Michael B. Jordan playing his fictional
Mhm.
son and having his own series
Yeah,
or
rest in
well.
trilogy.
peace.
Yeah, you
Rest in
keep
peace
going
to
back. You
Carl
trying to?
Carl Weathers. Rest
Carl
in
Weather,
peace to
yeah, yeah,
that
yeah,
brother.
yeah. I'm
See,
Yeah,
just
that's a
old with
different
me,
time.
bro. Yeah, that's different
And
time, bro.
they probably gave, but they probably gave Carl Weathers about damn 10 grand for that film back in them days.
no,
Probably.
That's when you got he ain't got no millions.
Compared to other people, it probably was what they were paying a
Yeah, that's what they
supporting
was
actor.
paying back then. 10
A
grand,
supporting
15
actor, well,
grand.
extra long, really. They didn't know the movie was going to take off now.
Exactly. Until like the second or third when they start putting Mr. T and James Brown wanted to be a blockbuster film. A whole series. All of them did it pretty much well. But yeah, those are real actors. They didn't do it for the money. It was more for about the actual the art form. So they put everything into them roles. That's why the movie's so passionate.
Right,
It
and
make
they
you
should
cry
still
back
do,
then.
and they should still be that way
Yeah.
because you spend your
And then
hard.
and my thing is that they propping up Michael B. Jordan. And I'm not listen. I hope he makes $1 trillion next year. I hope he makes $1 trillion next year. Whatever. I'm talking about the art of it. I'm talking about the art. I'm just saying that I feel like he is not taking anything away from him. Of course, he talks about he worked hard. He comes from North New Jersey, whatever, and all of that. That's all beautiful and wonderful. But what I'm saying is this and that. I know he worked hard, but there definitely is a push, right? They definitely are pushing him in our face saying, this is the guy. But when I actually look at the body of work, I'm like, uh,
Come on, bro.
like he hasn't had a
He
role
ain't
yet.
winning.
Hold on. I'll put it like this, right? Russell Crowe blew up off
Nah,
of
bro.
no. I'm giving you examples. These are just references. These are just points of reference, right? Russell Crowe blew up off of Gladiator. We watched that. It's a reason why that was like a 5-time Academy Award winner.
Bro,
That
You
was
and
a
said
good
what?
hey,
movie.
bro, Russell Crowe been out for years, bro.
I
Yeah, but
Russell
he,
got you,
Crowe
but
been.
that Gladiator is his breakout.
No, it ain't, bro.
yes, it
What's
is.
his
It is.
breakout?
He's right. Yeah,
What's his
it is.
breakout? Because he also played in he got a couple joints after that. He got a movie recently that he did that was crazy. But that's
Russell
his
Crowe was
breakout.
established, bro, before Gladiator, bro.
I don't
Yeah,
listen. You
I
might know
only
more about
know him
that.
from I only know him from Gladiator too. But you're right, he
Yeah,
did have a career. You're right, he had
yeah.
some other films. He probably never break down all his film history,
That was
but
his biggest film. But Russell Crowe is old school, bro. Russell Crowe played in a movie
Mm,
called what's that movie? I
He
can't
was an
think of it.
American
Never
gangster
mind.
too. He was a detective American gangster
yes, he
going against
was.
Denzel, but you didn't
But that's
really.
later. All that's later
Yeah, I know.
on.
That's later. I'm just
I'm just
saying he
saying
had a
the
few.
point that I'm making, the point that I was
Gladiator,
trying to make though. Go
yeah,
ahead.
Gladiator is a classic, though. It's an American classic. People still watch that. I'm talking about one. They still
Yeah,
watch it. They
I still
love it.
watch. Yeah,
And where you have that opportunity, like I said, yeah, he made a name for himself for a lot of people. Most people are not into like these small. When you talk about snowfall, most of the world they don't look at no fucking snowfall.
that's like local. That's
The
like
black
local
It's
folk
not.
do.
stars.
It's not. It's on these tube sites or
It's
whatever.
a
It's on.
hood
Nah,
classic.
bro.
Yeah,
That was a
it's thug. It's
FX76.
chitlin shit.
And
Nah,
now,
bro.
And
That
most
was on
people trying to
FX,
get
bro.
away from that. They trying to get away from that because ain't no money in that.
Man, you
yeah,
can't get away from it. It's just not
Yes, you
gonna be.
can.
and
Listen,
and
bro.
back
That
and back.
Nino Brown did Wesley
Cardi B
Snipes
got
did
away
Nino
from it.
Brown.
Cardi
No,
Cardi
she
B got
didn't.
away from all of that.
How?
She
I
never
How
want to
that
been an
know that.
reality
actor.
show Cardi B started out on a social media, then she went to the Love and Hip Hop, and she acted a damn fool. I didn't even know she was on it. And then I only found out about Cardi B with that Bodak Yellow. I didn't know who she was until I saw that video.
Yeah,
Hey,
which is
but
understandable.
back
But
to
we
the
talk.
Gladiator, real
Go
quick.
ahead, bro.
Now, that Gladiator had a lot of people. Like the dude from Amistad, he was the supporting actor, and that dude, the prince or the king or whatever, who got him killed, tried to get him
Yeah,
killed.
with the cleft in his lip. He played
Yeah,
in the M. Night Shyamalan joint. He a good actor too.
nah, he the dude who played the Joker movie. Now that was a real good movie. The first Joker, that was a damn. That's one of my last great favorite movies ever. That's the last good movie I saw like in the last 10 years.
Michael
The
Keaton
Joker.
was the last great Batman. I'm going back on.
Yeah, but what's his name?
Come on,
Phoenix.
bro.
Something
Michael
Phoenix. But
Keaton.
yeah, so he been out for a while. But that Joker took him to new heights, new levels. That movie did damn near $2 billion
Yeah,
domestically.
but he being who he was, bro. Christian Bale had what 2 movies of the Batman, and they hit at a certain time. I was about 25. He did the Dark Knight Rises. Man, you can't tell me that wasn't a
No,
golden
no,
movie.
the best Batman been that dude Heath Ledger. That Dark Knight movie, that was the best one. He was
Nah,
the him. No, Michael Keaton. No, Michael Keaton first, then Heath Ledger second.
Yeah, I don't know if it was the best one, but
That's the sit.
but
No,
that's
Keaton.
fine.
Yeah,
Ledger
You
wasn't
like the
Batman, bro.
Joker.
yeah,
So
Yeah, because it's the Joker. As far as the
yeah. But
best
those two
Batman,
different
I
they made
actors,
the
though.
movie
Those are
wrong. It
two.
was really should have been the Joker that Heath
yeah.
Ledger stuff. They shouldn't have been the Batman. It was about the Joker. But that's fine. I mean, he made them film. If you like that, if you
Mhm.
like that, but you do know the comic book movies are not considered. They don't consider that acting like those are not your acting chops. If you do that, they look at that as a, no, yeah, you got bills to pay, and yeah, you get popular, but they don't look at those as truly acting.
Oh, that's
And
acting.
and that Joker movie, I think too, a lot of actors. I've heard actors speak out against what they call method acting,
Mm-hmm.
where you pretty much embody the character, you take the character home. That's what they say kind of happened with what was it, Heath Ledger or whatever. He kind of took that character home. And whatever else happened to him or transpired
Yeah.
after that.
What I
But
don't get, bro, is what you talking about when it comes to these actors. It's like a young black man starting, because what's his name started when he was young. We didn't really know who he was, right? Michael B. Jordan. He got a couple movies, and on his rise up, we seen it. But most of these cats you talking about, like that's other than which is black, like bro, they were older and they just came out of nowhere for the most part. But we watch him come up, and for the most part, you saying this man can't act.
I,
When he got movies, that's it.
uh,
I don't get that.
what I'm saying is this. Oh, hold on. What I'm saying is this, right? I think some guys are just naturally like, listen, right? If I go, I'm not gonna go all the way back to like virtuosity and all of that, right? When I look at Mo Better Blues, okay, when I look at Man on Fire, when I look at Training Day, when I look at Malcolm X, now we most of that stuff I'm mentioning, except Man on Fire, all this is still early '90s. You know what I'm saying? When I'm
That's
looking at
two
this stuff,
thousands. That's 2000s. Man on Fire.
yeah, 2 years. That's what I'm saying. That's later. Everything else I mentioned is '90s, right? Or Devil in the Blue Dress, right? When I'm looking at this stuff, young to middle age, Denzel, when I'm looking at all this, I'm like, when you watching him on screen, you're like, it's something magical going on right here.
And
And
he
what I'm
had
saying
Spike.
is that
He had Spike Lee. Him and
But
Spike Lee put a lot of the movies together. But see, that was good acting.
nah,
But see,
bro, he
them
was
the
the
movies they made
seer.
that made no money.
No,
He was a,
Spike.
go ahead.
No, no, no. I remember Denzel. He was a small time actor. He was trying. He was making it. He was. It wasn't like he wasn't getting in movies, but he certainly wasn't no leading character. Um, um, Spike came on the scene. This black director, and we was a different world, different America. They wanted him to succeed. They wanted to embrace him. They was like, "Yeah, bring us something, make something, and we'll put it on the screen." And he came up with "She's Gotta Have It," but then he started reaching out to Denzel, and he started building his own little casting crew.
Yeah, using the
And,
same
and
actors over and over.
Samuel and Haley, and he opened up the doors for them. And if it wasn't for him, they would have never got casted for a movie. And then he started making those movies. Would Do the Right Thing, Radio. He's passed away. Raheem. He always worked with him. The
And the
guy
other
now
dude,
from you know what I'm talking about, the Mexican dude,
the
uh,
black dude, the black yeah, I know you're talking about.
Big Brother Almighty. Him,
Yeah, with the
Spike.
glasses. Yeah,
Yeah, Spike Lee. He came from Spike.
yeah.
yep.
Before Spike, he was just a bit actor on Broadway somewhere. He probably was gonna wind up having to go for UPS because Spike broke him into acting. He was able to navigate it, get an agent, and look at him now. What's the thing? Breaking Bad or something. He's a major character in that.
He had Ozzie Davis and Ruby D. He had the same people. That light skinned girl on he got gained a
Yeah,
light skinned
who's the
lady.
guy that played
She was the
Gus
mom.
on
She was everybody's mom. That light skinned lady on
who's the guy that played Gus on Better Call Saul and all of that?
I
He
don't
looks
know.
like he looks like he's Spanish, but I think he's like half Italian and half like. But he's got to play. He played Gus on what's his name? He was in a lot of the Spike Lee joints. He was
Yeah.
on. He was in Do the Right Thing. The guy that came with the glasses and like, yo, you stepped on my Jordans. Him.
Yeah.
That
And,
dude.
Yeah,
and, and,
He,
and he was
big.
one of the dudes
That's
who
that
killed.
was in Do the Right Thing. He was bugging out.
yeah, 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 yeah.
In in in, in school days, he was Big Brother Almighty.
In a
Oh,
Malcolm
that's
X movie, he was
Yeah,
one of the dudes who
and
shot Malcolm.
he's still alive now. And Spike, he don't do with Spike, but I think he made a name for himself to mainstream society as some character on Breaking Bad or something like that. I don't watch Breaking Bad, but something like that. And I just saw him. He's with somebody else. They're finna shoot something else.
He was in Godfather Harlem too. He was Bumpy Johnson. He was Adam Clayton Powell, and that was a good series, Godfather Harlem, with
Mhm.
Forrest
Oh,
Whitaker.
that dude. Yeah, that was a good
Yeah,
series, though, bro.
he was for he was playing Adam Clayton Powder up there in Harlem. So he a good actor, but he been around for like damn near
That's what
40,
I'm talking
50
about.
years. He been around
And
for a
Yeah,
on
while.
hey
my
man,
only
He's
point,
he got
rich.
bills. He got bills to pay. What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
Stop acting? Why not?
I'm just saying, it take them guys a while to get on their
But he's
feet.
a bit. He's. You know what? That's what you get. You say,
Yeah,
okay, we got this older guy. I mean, I don't know how he goes now because, like I said, he's mainstream. But you tell a director, we got this older guy. He's made a lot of. He's done a lot of
a lot of
acting
credits. Yeah,
in other movies. A little bit smaller, sort of niche films. And he said, okay, let him come in and read. Okay. Not only this guy, he's a mature guy. He's very understands acting. He has a range. We like this guy. Let's hire him. That's what I'm saying. So you get that chance. So now you leave that other stuff alone, and then you get into that mainstream movie stuff, and that's where the money is. That's where the future is. That's where you get casted on. All of a sudden, you're a father now. In your later years, you're the grandfather on some TV show, and they're paying you $500,000 an episode because that's what they pay. And you can raise your family or whatever. Yeah, I don't even know his name. Carlo Espinato.
Giancarlo
yeah,
Esposito.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that guy.
He,
Yeah, they
listen, I
wanted.
thought he was Spanish. He's Italian and black. I'm like, what? Like, yo, he
Oh,
always
okay.
played a Spanish guy. He played in Fresh too. Remember he played in Fresh?
Yeah,
Yep.
Fresh. That's how
Yeah,
they say
I
it.
like that. I
Fresh.
like
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
Back in the day, yeah,
yeah.
Fresh
They
was
they
cold.
wanted him. They wanted him for. They wanted him and Denzel for the new X-Men movies when they started making them. They were trying to get them in for the new X-Men. They wanted him to play Xavier, and they wanted Denzel to play Magneto.
Nah,
Mm.
that ain't gonna work. That ain't
I
gonna
Please
mean,
work.
don't have that happen. I listen. We don't need the
wait,
YT
no,
boys
no,
coming
no, no,
out
no, 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 no. I'm
having
finna,
a
I'm finna,
connection.
no, no. I'm finna say why I thought that was actually a good idea. The idea they had for Denzel to play Magneto, they wanted Denzel to play Magneto similar to how he played Malcolm X. And so, like the way he played Malcolm fighting for the freedom and the rights of African Americans, they wanted him to be able to bring that kind of gravitas to Magneto in his fight for the rights and freedom of
Nah,
Mhm.
mutants. And
see,
Mhm.
I thought that was an interesting character, would be an interesting like a character study for him to take on that role. I would have been, I would watch it regardless.
Hold on.
I'm a
You
fan.
would have liked it, but if you would have gone on Threads or Gab or Reddit,
I
then
don't care about those
YT.
boys. I don't care. I don't
Listen,
care.
hold on. What I will say, the only alternative outside of Captain America, the only other alternative racial alternatives were, remember Superman. There was a black Superman also, Steel. Okay, so you did have a
There's
black Superman.
there's a
in the
couple
comics.
of
Yeah,
black
there's a
Superman.
couple. Yeah, and they're stronger than this.
Yeah,
This Yellow Sun Superman. They're way stronger than him. But they
yeah.
don't.
There's
No,
a
no.
couple of
If
them
you
cats.
keep up with the comics, it's right in line. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna be for real. I don't know what they're doing in the comics. Right? I haven't read a comic in years. But I'm
Mhm.
saying if you keep up with the comics, they're there. They're there. But on this film stuff, they don't want to see a black Superman. They don't want
Nah,
to see.
bro, that
Society
won't
don't want
do
to see
it.
a black Superman. But no, that the
That won't
black
that.
Superman is stronger than because the where they're coming from, they're gonna come from a whole different what's that multi-universe coming from a different
Different world,
universe.
yeah.
And when they come to if this yellow sun Superman is strong, what do you think is gonna be for them? They're stronger than him anyhow. And they got
It's
names for them. No, whoever wrote this stuff, they didn't just make the shit up one day and forget about it. No, they spent time on it.
boys
Yeah,
got
he
knowledge.
had his own series.
Yeah,
I remember they had the I vividly remember because my uncle used to collect comic books. He had the Black Superman series, and the dude had
Mhm.
he had like a steel uniform with a hammer, and his name was
That
Steel,
now
and
now that now
with a Superman
that's
S in the middle.
that's Steel. He's in the same universe as the traditional Superman. The black Superman are from their own universes where they are different versions of Kryptonians that have come to Earth. There's one, his name, instead of Clark Kent, he goes by the name Calvin Ellis. That's his Earth identity. and I forgot which Earth he's
Um,
from, but he's the black one. And then there's another one. There's another black one in another universe. He is his name is Val. His real name is Val Zod, and he's the Superman. He's the Superman, Black Superman of what is it, like Universe 2 or something like that. But no, they actually have like where these guys are actually Kryptonian Superman with black skin color, and like Platt said, like these guys are even physically more powerful than than the mainline Superman.
Man, I know that Black Panther was one of the most successful superhero movies, especially with the merchandising. If they did that with Superman, bro, yeah, the online gonna be fired up, bro. They gonna set the internet on fire, bro.
Yeah, they
Well,
gonna have a fit.
we still live in America. We still live in America. I disagree with that. If you create a white character
Mhm,
versus a black character, the white character is just simply going to get more attention.
mhm.
I think a black Superman, the way our society is shaped, it wouldn't work. Not to
You
say it was
can't,
a bad movie, but it just wouldn't work in
you
America
can't,
because I'm not sure they want to see a black Superman.
you can't introduce like the mistake that they try to make. They want to introduce him in a movie, and I'm like, that is too big of a gamble. I would introduce him. I would introduce him in a TV show. I would have him come in on a Superman TV show, not as a star, but like as a guest character and whatnot, and
a
use that to
cameo
like
or
engage
something.
the audience. Yeah, like like everybody wants that Marvel money, but they don't want to do the one thing that Marvel did, and that was just lay a lot of groundwork. Like they
Yeah,
keep
but
forgetting the
ease characters
MCU.
in.
Yeah, the MCU laid a ton of groundwork before we even got to the first Avengers movie, and
Well,
they kept laying groundwork. Nobody else wants to take that time. Like they want a hit off
well,
the ground.
well. Here's one thing, right? So I can agree with that and let them have that because when they started tripping about the mermaid, listen. Because I would say this: does anybody want to see a white blade? I don't. Just-
Or a
I
white
don't.
Black Panther.
Because if I hold it, and for if I'm not mistaken, Blade was was the first MCU movie to be
Yeah,
put
that
out.
was, but that was
he
because
was
of Snipes, though. That was a
he
young Snipes.
he's
No,
retroactively the first
yeah,
MCU movie.
but the way
Right.
if
Yeah.
you go and look at Blade,
Hmm.
the first one, go and look at the way it was filmed like it was a music video,
Hmm.
and it was Wesley in his. Well, I don't know if he was in his prime, but it was a young Wesley. So you still had the Wesley Snipes swag, and he had the
Hmm.
big, and he was a vampire, a black vampire. We never see that, right? He was a
Yeah.
vampire, and because I remember when they rolled that chick in, that nurse or something, they rolled. I don't know something about when it first comes in is real slow, and it shot like
Hmm.
a music video. So Blade, in itself, the movie itself was its own thing, and people got into it. They got into
Hmm.
Blade, and
Hmm.
Right.
it started making money. Because a lot of times, like me, I never heard of a Blade. I didn't know, have no idea what that was. I know it was Wesley Snipes, but I didn't know what the actual character before, what was created. I had no
Hmm.
idea they actually had created a character like that.
The first time I even heard about Blade, he did a cameo spot, a guest spot in the '90s Spider-Man cartoon.
Mm.
That was
Okay.
first. That was first time I heard about him. When I saw him in the Spider-Man cartoon, and I was like, oh, okay, I see, kind of cool, nice. Like okay, I've never heard of this guy, but he seems kind of cool, rough around the edges, but it's different. Then when Wesley did the movie, and I was telling people, I was like, yeah, y'all remember the Spider-Man cartoon? I was like, y'all remember like the second season, blah 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 blah. And they was like, yeah, the brother that was chasing them. I said, yeah. I said that's who's in this movie. My friends were like, oh, okay, well, I'll check that out. And it just how they say lightning in a bottle, man. It right place, right time. It like Blade, like for all they say, the irony is Batman actually killed the comic book movies in the late '90s, and it was Wesley Snipes' Blade that actually resurrected him. Because like after Batman and Robin, didn't
Mm.
nobody want to touch a comic book movie for a minute. Like they were like, yeah, nah, get that out of here. Nobody wanted to touch that. And
What,
I,
what, what
I
what year was Blade? What year was it?
98.
90, 98. Okay, because
Hmm.
to me, with computers, things started to change,
Hmm.
and what set the theater off to me was The Matrix, because when that came out,
Mm-hmm.
it was just completely different movie. Nobody ever seen that type of movie,
Mm-hmm.
and it had a multicultural, like it captivated the entire country.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, and then from there, you know, you had the two, and then you could talk about the rest of them. But what I'm saying is, it changed theater in a way that people went to the movies thinking of,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I want to be entertained like I was entertained with The Matrix. I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to see this basic stuff.
Yeah.
You said it revolutionized movies.
To me, it
In the
did.
way,
It
yeah.
did.
I mean, because it
Like,
had the suspended animation, you know, like the
mm-hmm.
first
Uh-huh.
thing, you know, that came out with that, you know what I mean?
Bullet
I can't
time.
agree. I mean, people still hold up. People still use references from that movie today, right?
Yeah.
You know, no pun intended, right? But
Mm-hmm.
I think that regarding even like it be certain things I'll be thinking about, like even like you said, like I think I do agree that we really didn't know about the Blade story via the comic books, but
Mm-hmm.
cinematically speaking, it just took off. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But I think even the same situation about Black Panther, like of course people knew about that, but I mean,
Mm-hmm.
let's keep it real. How far down the line was the character of Black Panther in the comic books as far as popularity? Wolverine is probably the number one character. I think Wolverine is number one, right? In the Marvel universe. But how far down
Spider-Man.
was that? Spider-Man is number one?
Spider-Man is number one
Yeah.
around the world. It's like Spider-Man is number one, Batman is number two.
No, I'm talking about
That's
just with
just how
Marvel.
wild it is.
Just with Marvel.
With
Oh,
Marvel,
okay.
with Marvel, it's Spider-Man.
Okay.
Spider-Man is the crown jewel. That is why Sony will not let those movie rights go for nothing. Like the only way Marvel could get the Spider-Man movie rights back, they'd have to pay at least nothing short of $1 billion to Sony to get it back.
Mhm.
Oh
Sony's
my
not gonna let
gosh.
that go. No, because you have, it's not just the movies, like it's the merchandise. Spider-Man sells
I
so
feel you.
much
Peter Parker,
merchandise, the
He
though,
toys and
appeals
stuff.
to children. He appeals to children a lot too.
you know
Yes.
that, but Peter Parker, the character, right? You know, like you got
Mm-hmm.
what's the guy, Clark Kent, right? It's a different
Mm-hmm.
type of everyday guy. The Peter Parker guy is like your college guy going through college things. Uh, he's a vigilante, but you know he's got a sense of humor, and all of these people are coming. So it's just a different. The whole Spider-Man thing's just a different thing than the other guys. You know, the other guys are looked upon. The Superman's a different type of character. You know, now me, my favorite was Daredevil. That was
Mm-hmm.
always my favorite. And also the way he was written, like the way he was drawn. Whoever was the artist was, man, he could draw him, bro. He was blind with them nunchucks.
Mm-hmm.
He was messing them dudes. So he would go after the Kingspan. Kingspan was in there doing that karate,
Mm-hmm.
and he would beat him. Right, Kingspan would beat him. He would always beat him.
Yeah.
But nah, like Daredevil, whoever wrote that out, because I'm sorry, as a kid reading that stuff, whoever wrote that, whoever wrote Daredevil, man, they deserve a reward, because out of all of them,
Mm-hmm.
to me, that one just stood out, just in the writing and the graphics, even better than Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I think the last couple and I was gonna say something about the X-Men movies. X-Men, they kind of jumped all over the place because they were telling one part of the story, and then next thing I'm seeing, they're in the future with Sentinels. You got Cable. I'm like, they're bringing characters from the future into the story, like Cable and Omega Dreads, and well, they didn't bring Omega Dreads in, but Cable and Bishop. They're like way down the line, and they were jumping around a lot. And even with that last movie that he did with just Wolverine, and the professor was pretty much going crazy. He was taking care of him.
Logan.
That's
Logan. Yeah.
Logan. That's an alternate universe, and I'm like, they just did. Was this like a throwaway movie? Like, did y'all just have to like he had one more movie on his contract, so y'all just threw something out there because
What
they just threw us into a storyline where nobody, you know what I mean?
Here's the thing with the X-Men movies, though. They came out at an interesting point. The X-Men movies came out like a couple of years after Blade, and Blade was such a hit that all the comic book movies afterwards, it changed comic book movies, because before then, a lot of times comic book movies were so silly and
Mhm.
relied heavily on jokes and
Yeah.
lightheartedness because they kept looking at kids are gonna buy this stuff. When you get Blade, and Blade was R-rated, so
Yeah.
now it's like, okay, now we can take this material more serious. And the downside is when they started doing the X-Men movies, remember in the X-Men movies, they didn't even have the costumes. They just all had black leather outfits. Like they didn't even have highlighted colors to show you that this was Wolverine's suit and Cyclops suit, things like that. Then as you go through the years, when you get to the MCU was like, we're not running from the costumes. They're like, we're going to put bright red, yellow, bright red, gold Iron Man suit. Thor's going to have big red cape and all that. And then Captain America, we're going to put Star Spangled Suit, baby. That's how he dressed in the costume. That's how we going to put him. And it worked. And
Mhm.
so the X-Men movies were still being done. So you end up with them basically trying to adjust the X-Men movies to fit the changes of the comic book movies of the time. So like when you get to, like you said, the movie with the Sentinels, at that point, that's when Fox was like, okay, Marvel's done this thing with the Avengers and made that work. We should, with the X-Men, we have enough X-Men characters. We could like spin this off into solo movies and then make big team up pictures. And once they did that, that's when you start seeing the costumes more colorful. They start getting more out there with the storylines and everything. Because, like so many other comics, X-Men has so much mythos to it. It's such a rich backstory that goes
Yeah.
with those characters. But
Including
it
all of the characters from the X-Men who had their own solo comic book,
exactly,
you know.
exactly,
And like
yeah.
Rogue, see, and you could say character development. Rogue was never developed.
No,
Uh,
not in the movies at all.
yeah,
No.
Storm was never developed. Storm,
Mm-mm.
if you look at what she's supposed to be, are you joking?
Yeah,
Fucking Storm
yeah.
is getting beat by just some regular fucking
By
thug.
by the toad, man.
Yeah,
The toad,
the
dude with a
Storm.
long tongue. Come on, man. Like
Yeah, so
seriously.
they did not develop those characters, man. And that's the thing about the comic books. In the comic books, a lot of those writers weren't beholden by race. They went by the character.
Mm-hmm.
And they would say, okay, if one character was better, he was better. But
Mm-hmm.
in the videos, I get it. They want people to see the movie, and then people start saying it's woke.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sick of this woke shit. You know, you can't have a black man win at any point because then they're sick of this woke shit. So so the character has to
It's
be like
wild.
even Black Panther, like you guys like go look him up, man. You know how powerful Black Panther is? He's very powerful, man.
He
He's
he
fast as fuck.
yeah,
He's all his technology is ahead of his time,
yeah.
right? And he's agile, and
Mhm.
all of these people like a Captain America, he could defeat him in 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Boom,
he
boom,
could
boom,
he
boom,
could
boom,
he,
boom.
he could get Captain Business if he actually wanted to. Yeah.
Yeah, Captain. He's even beaten the Hulk. He's used his strength against him. But in
Mm-hmm.
Marvel movies,
Mm-hmm.
he's just a bit player,
Mm-hmm.
easily defeated.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm saying. So people who keep up with it be like, yo, they tripping.
Like just to get an idea of like just to get an inkling of an idea how tough Black Panther is, you have to look at how he plays in Civil War compared to his own solo movie. In Civil War, it took like no one Avenger was able to take him down. You had to catch him slipping. But
Mhm.
if it was the one on one, he gave him the hand. It didn't matter who it was. Bucky couldn't hang. Captain America couldn't hang. None of them could hang. The only reason they was able to somewhat slow him down was because Black Widow snuck him with that stun of
Mhm.
hers. But
Mhm.
that's the only reason. Like as far as like the straight up fade, no, nobody was winning that with him.
And Black Widow and what's Scarlett Johansson?
Yeah.
What's her Black Widow, and
Mhm.
then what's Scarlett Johansson has her own name, right?
Yeah.
No, Black Widow. My fault. That is Black Widow, right?
Yeah,
Scarlett
Scarlet
Scarlett
Witch.
Johansson.
Okay, and then
Scarlett Johansson.
I was thinking Red Sonja, the Red Witch or whatever.
Oh yeah,
Her
yeah, yeah. Scarlet Witch. Scarlet
Scarlet
Witch.
Witch. I was thinking Scarlet
Yeah,
Witch. Even
Yeah.
Scarlet Witch them now in the comic books, they can't
Hmm.
compete with Black Panther. Now, are they their own like superheroes? Yeah, but
Hmm.
a Black Panther, he's too strong for them. That stuff won't
Hmm.
work with him.
Hmm.
Getting inside their minds, he couldn't get inside their minds. But they made him weak. And just like right now, see, they took that character, that Panther character, and
Hmm.
made him weak for this
Hmm.
Marvel universe. I don't know this. I don't know this.
Hmm.
I'm getting a strong feeling they're making him zesty now.
You talking about the Black
No,
Panther?
I'm being for real. It's like this is the guy you want to play the Black Panther. Wow.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I was saying. Even
But why
casting
would you
like
say? Why would you say that? Is there something that came out? Somebody we
I
know?
saw some stuff online. I don't know.
Well, the thing is, he's not. So far, word is he's not playing. He's not playing T'Challa. He's not.
Yeah,
He's
he's
not
grandson.
like a new. He's not a new version
Son.
of of He's not a new version of T'Challa. He's the son.
So yeah, so it's gonna be some things in his life that has transpired because who his mama was. So he gonna, I don't know, bro. His name David, so I rock it with it. I rock with it. There's
But
no
yeah, but he's
hey, man.
yeah, but word is he's not T'Challa. He's gonna be T'Challa's son. Like he's gonna like at the end of Black Panther 2 when the little boy when they introduced his son that they didn't know about. So that's the character that he's playing. He's playing the grown up version of his son.
Yeah, bro. And see, that's what I'm saying. Like, look how they just outed our whole character, and I just say that as a black character, right?
Hmm.
Standalone movie. It did its numbers. Like they should have replaced T'Challa, bro. Like no matter what, because what happened with Christopher Reeves back in the day with Superman, they replaced him, bro. I watch
Yeah,
every
but
series. Hold
yeah,
on,
but it took but it
I watch every series with the Dean Cain back in the '90s. I watched the one with Tom Wellington. I'm on season 2 right now. I only missed 2 episodes when I was in high school, bro. Watching that
but
for all those years,
but
and
it
then the
took
newest
so
one came out. Go
it
ahead, bro.
took them so long to replace Christopher Reeve though.
But
Chris
they
got hurt
still
back
should
in the
replace
'90s.
him, though.
But okay, I can co-sign that. But what I'm saying is that was such a sensitive moment for Chadwick's death. There's no way to win that because if they had no, if they did like they did, they not recasted him and waited so long, and then just like now they got what's gonna be his son for the new movies. You're gonna have people that don't like it. But if they had recasted him, you're gonna have folks that would have said, "Oh, that's too soon. They shouldn't have recast him. They could have just let him die in the movies and then have someone else take over." You can't satisfy everybody with that.
I can see
There's
that,
no
but
there's no win. There was no win. That you couldn't please everybody with that cast. Like I put it like this. I wasn't mad that they didn't touch it like they did. I was not mad at them taking a long time because it showed that they understood who their audience was. Yeah, you had a lot of people say, "Oh,
black
they didn't just kill
citizens. You
Superman.
right.
They
I
they
get
didn't
that.
kill Superman. They didn't kill Superman because Christopher Reeve died." Yeah, but when Chris got hurt, it took a long time. We didn't. What's the last Superman movie was Superman 4, and that's the mid '80s. And then we didn't get another Superman. Superman Returns. That was 2006. You talking about 20 years later? Yeah, we had Superman on TV, but that didn't count because everybody don't watch the TV shows. But you have a different crowd a lot of times for the movies. It took a
Yeah,
long time for them to.
Tom
And yeah,
Wellington
and
was
even
the
at as
last
much
one,
as I
bro.
love, at as much as I love Smallville, they didn't even they wouldn't even let him be Superman till the end of the show. He didn't put the suit on till the end of the show. Had 10 years of that show, and we get him in the suit at the last 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never
Yeah,
saw
I hate
Smallville.
that.
the last 15 minutes. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the show. It's one of my favorites. I love catching the reruns. I bought the DVD set back in the day. The whole nine. But when you have people that are attached to those actors for those characters, and something like that happens, man, you can't just throw somebody in that role and be like, well, you know what? Here's so and so. They're gonna play the new version. You got to baby step into that. You got
Hey,
to
bro,
baby step them into that.
you wasn't a changed my mind, bro, and I rock with what you said about Superman. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm just
It
saying.
makes sense. It all
Like
makes sense.
a lot of cats was saying, man, they replaced Superman. Yeah, 20 years later, they didn't just
Yeah.
Christopher Reeve got hurt, and next year, and the new Superman, no, they didn't.
Oh well, Christopher Reeves had an identity. People looked at him even without the cape
Hmm.
as Superman. You know,
Yeah,
unfortunately, he got
As they
thrown off the
should.
horse and broke his
yeah,
back, and then he got in a wheelchair. He
yeah.
became something else. Unfortunately, you know,
Hmm.
but people didn't want to look at Superman. They didn't want to see
Hurt
a
like
new
the game.
Superman. They didn't.
Yeah.
And all these comic book movies, they've always had great plots. They're well written
Hmm.
for the fans. They take their time out.
Hmm.
You know, just like with Star Trek, they have novels about
Hmm.
Star Trek
Yeah,
where they
they
sit back
with
and
that
they
one.
talk about everything, timeline. Okay, who's this guy working with? Okay, what timeline are they going through?
Hmm.
Okay, and they'll make a 400-page novel
Hmm.
about somebody got background noise, man, bad.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm out here doing this maintenance for this place. Let me mute up.
Yeah, they'll take that character and put them out there, and you have to sell the character to the people. The people got to receive it. So when you say a Superman, nobody wanted. They wanted him. They wanted Christopher Reeves. Everybody else was not Christopher Reeves. Now, when you talk about, let me see. Let me catch up because I got to catch up on this guy. That white dude, hold on. Doors. Who played the Doors? Hold up. What's that guy's name? Hold up. I got it. Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer. Wasn't Val Kilmer Superman for a minute? I mean,
Val was
wasn't he
Batman.
Batman? He was Batman, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah. Now I remember him from 1991, The Doors, right? I was like, this dude is Jim Morrison, right? So what I'm saying, as an actor, he played that movie. He did an excellent job in that movie. And then he went on to become Batman. That's what I'm saying. These guys are good actors. So they're able to take something like a comic book character and recreate that in real life in a way that you think that person is that character. And then when they die or
yeah.
something, or they no longer do it, people don't associate that character with a different actor. And that's sort of what
Yeah, but
Christopher
Batman died,
Reeves.
man.
Well, Christopher Reeves didn't die. I mean, hold on, that's Superman. My fault. Batman died. Well, it just depends on what you look at Batman. What was you looking for with Batman?
It was everybody's
You
era.
you
Like
wouldn't know.
everybody got their era of Batman. My bad.
Yeah, you wouldn't know because there was a time you wouldn't know when Batman came on after school. Him and Robin, it was real cheesy, but
Showing your age, man.
the kids watched it. The kids watched it. No, man, it was cheesy, but it was kids watched it. And it was a different. That was that British. That guy just said that British Batman. That was that British Batman. Whatever his name
It
was, he
was
was
cheap.
that British.
I
We're
remember it. I
talking
seen the
about
video.
80s, 85. It was a British Batman.
They had the name, the words on the screen when they hit each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Those the 1960s
Bro, it
Batman.
was
Yeah.
crazy. I seen
Hey,
that, yo.
but hey,
Is that you
oh,
was watching stuff like that?
for a long time, that's what Batman was to a lot of people. And then you get the Michael Keaton film from '89, and it's such a whole different thing. Like, and it's similar to what they did with Blade. They took the material very seriously, and you ended up with, like, okay, because the Batman movies, especially when you look at the Dark Knight trilogy with Christian Bale, they're not really Batman movies. They're crime thrillers. with a Batman coating on them, especially The Dark Knight. It's a crime thriller. It's just decorated with Batman characters. But if you made that same movie plot minus the comic book elements without Batman and all that, it's still a crime thriller.
Isn't Batman set in New York?
Gotham. Well,
Nah, Gotham
Gotham,
City,
that's
yeah.
New York. That's
but yeah, like okay. So the thing is, like the thing is, the saying is Gotham City is what New York City is at night, and Metropolis for Superman is what New York City is in the daytime.
okay. So you got Batman, you got Superman, and then you got Spider-Man. He's in Gotham, right? He's in
No,
New York, right?
he's in New
New
York.
York.
Yeah, and that's the
He's
crazy thing
officially
about
in
the
New York.
comic books. That's the thing about the comic books. You got all of this stuff going on with Batman, and you
hmm
got Superman and Spider-Man right there. Like, and yet there's always Batman. It's like, man, why don't they help him fight the crime?
because the problem becomes
New
like
York
when
is
you
big
bring
though.
when you bring in certain characters to other characters' worlds or to their side of town or whatever, it becomes a challenge because like okay, realistically, a lot of Batman's villains present no real challenge to Superman,
Mm-hmm.
and but on the other hand, a lot of Superman's villains would be really hard for Batman to take down.
For sure. Without that
Because
super
Superman,
team, the lead
a
that.
lot of Superman villains, like when you know go back to the history of when the character starts, a lot of his villains were mad scientists, and things like that. That was because Superman's a very science fiction based character,
Mm-hmm.
so that's why most of his villains were mad scientists. Of like Lex Luthor started as a mad scientist. It was when they decided to try to modernize him in the mid '80s, and you get the
Lex Luthor,
billionaire business guy.
yeah, he is a mad scientist. He is mad.
hmm
He's crazy.
Yeah. So when you move those characters around, sometimes it's such a mix, it's such a mismatch because like I said, a lot of Batman's villains don't present a credible threat to Superman. You have to you have to find a good innovative way.
Yeah, but even all those guys, Penguin and all that, they would deal with Superman according to his strengths. I mean, they go after Batman,
hmm
and many of them know who Batman is. But what
hmm
I'm saying is, with Superman, they would deal with him
You
accordingly.
you
Because
you
one thing
go
with,
after
with Superman is as smart as Batman. He's not that.
Y'all seen the Penguin show? Penguin had a show. It was a good show.
yeah with Colin Farrell. Yeah.
Good show.
The
Yes.
trick to the
No,
trick to
no,
Superman is
Superman's not as smart.
you
And
you
what I'm
don't
saying
beat
is, he's
you
not
don't
as.
beat Superman. You don't beat Superman with strength.
Mm-hmm.
You have to attack him by going after innocent people.
But see, that what I'm saying is the villains that you just said wouldn't stand a chance with him. Would
hmm
get his weakness, and then just like the Lex Luthor guy keeps getting his weakness. That
hmm
he really, if you want to look at the comic books the way it's written, he don't
hmm
want to challenge the guys who deal with Batman. Batman is different, but Batman's a very cerebral guy. He's
hmm
got strength and stuff, but he also outsmarts those. They're mad scientists. He
Yes.
outsmarts them.
Yeah.
Superman, that ain't his thing. Outsmarting criminals, he beats them up.
And
Straight.
that's sad in its own way because there are a lot of older Superman books where that was what he did. He would use his powers. His powers were used like to outsmart the villains or to outthink the situation. I had a Superman comic back when I was in first grade, and I remember it was I'm gonna get a short version of it. He was playing chess with his computer in the Fortress of Solitude, and it was two kids that had won some type of competition in Metropolis, and so he went to pick the kids up. Like, well, the prize was they get to tour his Fortress of Solitude. He takes them back to the fortress. When he gets there, all the stuff in the fortress is gone. and they're trying to figure out why is this stuff, like who broke in, which one of your villains knows where your fortress is and could get in here and take your stuff. And they start running through a list of them, and they still come with a dead end. And then they realize what's happened is when Superman left the fortress, the computer he was playing chess with was still running the chess game,
Mhm.
and a bolt of lightning had struck the fortress and it overloaded the computer. And so instead of it waiting for him to come back to finish playing the chess game, it just kept playing chess with everything in the fortress and started capturing everything and making it vanish and move away. So then
Mhm.
Superman was like, okay, so what's happened is it's the computer is still playing chess and it's capturing everything. So it's moved everything into a different dimension. So what I would need to do, him and the kids were trying to figure out what to do, and they were like, if you could get that lightning store to come back, then maybe a bolt of lightning strike it again, and then you might have a chance to change it. So he used his heat vision, since he's in the Arctic. He used his heat vision to heat up the atmosphere, and that made another lightning storm. And then when the lightning struck the fortress again, he used his X-ray vision to reprogram the computer so that it would turn the game off and bring everything back. So they used to write Superman like that, using his powers more so for outthinking than just beating people up. But then, once you get to more modern times, people like to see fights more so than just someone being cerebral. So that what we
Yeah,
have
bro.
now.
Yeah. Nowadays we want to see all that. We want to see the flying. We want to see the beating up, the
Yeah,
eyes, the breath. We gotta see that. The movies are too cold nowadays not to have it.
yeah. But that was one of my favorite Superman comics. I thought that was a pretty cool story. The way they wrote that for like I said, he couldn't punch his way out of that one. He had to really
Mhm.
think to get that one solved.
I got you,
That
man.
boy say first grade. That's crazy.
Like the stream, man. Hit the like. We're talking about Idris, Damson Idris. He got overlooked. He got passed over for the part for Black Panther. They gave it to an unknown British actor named David Johnson. Michael B. Jordan came out on his Twitter and thanked the guy out of nowhere. How did Michael, how do you even know this guy? People believe, I don't know if this is true, people believe Michael was in the back campaigning against Idris based on his situation with Lori Harvey. They believe that. I don't know if that's true or not, but they believe that. And they also believe the fact that he tweeted, thank you to this guy. He's not going to be in Black Panther 3. What the hell is he tweeting this guy? Talking about great selection. I'm happy for you. When Idris, who's sleeping with his ex, is sitting on the back looking at that saying, what are you talking about, man? That guy's not a better actor than me. And I got to agree with Idris on this. This is some undercover hating. Undercover
I,
hating. And this is what comes with it out here, man. Y'all out here smashing these. Y'all go out here and y'all smash on these dudes' exes. Keep thinking it's all sweet. You're going to find out the hard way. It ain't.
and we gotta keep in mind that he asked that woman to marry him, so that's a different type of hurt, man.
And she told him no.
That's a different type of hurt.
I know, but still, you got to move on, bro.
I mean, I hear you. He didn't. You know what I'm saying? And dudes be like that.
But you said it's
You see
cool
them.
what he did.
I say it's cool. It can't happen to me, so I gotta be cool with it. So at this point, me being that I know that it happens, I'm cool with it when it happens. I mean, it can still happen to me in my life too.
Yeah, but bro, you acting like you should say it's wrong. You saying it's cool.
It's cool, bro.
How is it cool?
It's just the thing of the world.
How is it cool that a man hate on you because you sleeping with his ex-wife or his
Let,
ex-girlfriend?
let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you, Platt. I'm trying to tell you that it's cool because it happened to me, and I got a few different versions. But you said it's not about the girl, right? Let me tell you something, bro. I hired a lawyer, right, and it ain't got nothing to do with money. I used to sleep with a chick that my lawyer knew, and I watched him glaze my baby mom when I was talking to him about him, because they went to the same high school. I can tell you I lost my case because of this dude and what he didn't fight for and how he felt about my baby mama and I got a kid with her, but I can't prove it. Dudes do that, bro. At the highest level, the
Well,
lowest
so
level,
you should be against it though.
nah, I ain't against it, bro. I'm aware of it. I'm just aware, bro. So I'm
Do
cool
you
with it.
think Michael did that? Do you think Michael had influence?
I think, yeah, absolutely. I said it earlier. Kugler his partner. So again, if you my partner, I'm gonna need you to hold me down on this one, big dog. I need you to stop. I need you to hold me down, please. Don't let him get this, because if he get this, he gonna. That's technically he would be bigger than him as
That's
far as the
wrong. You know,
character goes.
if their brothers did that, you know they wrong though, right?
I know, bro, but it's cool. It's a
So
cool
what,
thing to
what? So
do,
what's
bro.
the point though? Lori didn't marry him, so when is he gonna let that go?
He'll never let it go. Look at her. She look like a doll. I'm not gonna hold you. Let's be honest, bro. She look like a doll. Them pretty
uh,
eyes, the long hair, nice skin. She cute. She's something he want on his arm, but she wasn't going for it. She going for a dark skinned brother. Shout out to the dark skinned brothers. I
that's
guess this is
crazy,
what we
man.
want. You feel what I'm saying? But out, man.
No, man, I
Boys got.
disagree. If your woman left you or you left your woman or whatever, y'all gotta let them people start out. Let that shit go, man. Leave the next person, whether it's a man or a woman, leave them alone, man.
That's what you would tell
Leave
your
them alone.
homeboy
Stop
if he
interfering with that. Stop interfering with that person's life.
if that was your homeboy, would you and he asked you to do that, you wouldn't do it for him?
Nah, man. I tell a man what you talking about. Nah, man,
Are
he's
you
sleeping with my ex. I'd be like, you know what? I see where you're going with this. I'm saying, hey, I don't know if I'm gonna hire him, but I'm gonna call him in. And I call him in and say, yo, man, we got people associated with the film spending money. What's your situation with this Lori Harvey? Like, what is this serious? If he say, nah, man, I'm just smashing. No, bro, let me show you this. She all over me, bro. I done tried to break it up. She crazy about me. I'd be like, all right, I got you. Hold up. I said, we looking at you, man. We'll get back to him. I go talk to him and say, yo, man, you don't even want her. Fuck you talking about? We finna go ahead and hire him. He don't even want her. And then that's up to the
Here you
dude. If the
go,
dude
man.
said, no, don't hire him, I'll be like, nah, bro, I'm finna hire him. I don't know what you got to get over it, man. I mean, you caught a bad one, but you got to get over it.
So Platt, would you, if you was in the same position, you telling me you hiring this man? Besides that, this ain't your homeboy. This is you how owning the business,
He got
and
to
the dude
accept
you know.
life, man. Hey, man, the woman, you asked her to marry
Uh,
you. She said, no, I need this guy to come in and help me on my film. I feel you. I feel you. But I can't get rid of him because you don't like him or something, or you talking about your ex. Yeah, we got to move on, man. That's just the way the ball bounced. I don't know where we lost that. Somewhere we've lost our way out here. We've lost our way, man. We don't understand nothing. He said Lori Harvey looks like a damn idiot for letting go of Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan ain't even thinking about Lori Harvey. There you go. There you go. No, she's an attractive woman. I ain't got no problem with Lori, man. I ain't got no problem with no Lori Harvey. Do your thing, Lori. But I do have a problem with Michael B. Jordan fucking with this man, not selecting this man to be the next Black Panther on some jealousy type shit. I got a problem with that. Especially as a black man, you really should have a problem with. That's what our problem is, man. We keep going at each other over these women who don't really give a damn about neither one of us. But we always going at each other over these females. And I hope that ain't what happens here. I hope not. We gotta act like we've been there before. We act like we ain't never had a woman, man. We want to go after a nigga and shit. That shit crazy. That's crazy, man. We don't care. We care nothing about each other. Do we even want to be? Do we even want to be with each other?
I mean, I can see some dudes wanting their ex to win, and they could possibly put their new dude in position. But overall, man, I would think 99% of dudes ain't doing that. If they can shortstop, they probably won't tell you they'll shortstop it, but they go shortstop it, man. They not gonna get a homie the job, even if he qualified. He can be the best one out of the bunch, and they still won't give him the job. That's just what I noticed with the situation that I was in, or the few situations I was in. They know you qualified. They know you got it. You fit. You check all the boxes. And the only way they can beat you is based on some outside information that has nothing to do with what is
What
going
about
on.
the one? But if you sleep with one of their girls, though, they just humans. They might not be able to move beyond that.
So that's what I know. They ain't gonna move beyond it. That's why I was telling you about my lawyer. They don't. The way the dude spoke about my baby mom when me and him was face to face, I'm looking at his face, and I'm just like, bro, you ain't seen this woman since. I mean, we in our 30s, bro. It's been almost 20 years. You ain't seen this woman, and
But
you
you got to
feel like that. Go ahead.
be careful who you sleeping with, though, bro. If you
I,
sleeping with
I
somebody,
already know.
and that's their baby mama or their ex-wife, you're a fool because you got to know that stuff. You got to know who you sleeping with.
Man, and in my case, it was somebody that somebody else wanted but couldn't get. So that, and you don't know. You won't know until later on in life. It's just certain things, man. You gotta watch how you move amongst men, bro. Cause certain men, man, the only power that they got is to stop what you got going on. And if they can exert power, bro, at any time in your life, they'll do it, bro. That's what I mean about it just being cool. It's just life at this point. You can't speak certain sense to certain men when it comes to the overall, you know. So black man to black man. But even then, man, what he didn't date her until after the movie came out. Black Panther already had came out, right? So they know he was in the movie. He had been Michael B. Jordan had been associated with different things with Ryan Coogler, so I wouldn't even see how he would even think that's about to fly. Lori Harvey ain't just no regular chick, bro. That ain't no girlfriend a smash and dash. He was outside with Shorty, so and boys be like that, man.
That's
You
why
said
he's
it, you
still. That's
love.
why he's still hurt.
Yeah, he hurt.
He's still in his feelings over her.
He hurt,
What's up
man.
with you, Eric?
Yeah, that's finished eating my lunch. Yeah. I think, man, I mean, that dude is a rock star, man. And you know what? I don't really. I think him with messing with that black chick, Lori Hart. I think that was a PR stunt anyway. Because at first he used to do like the white girl thing only, and the sisterhood that got mad at him about 10 years ago. So I think I don't really think he into black chicks like that. Because then he had a little situation with the girl. He said they kid black kids been calling, well, some of the black chicks been calling them corny in school and all that. So yeah, I don't really think he into white chicks. I mean, black chicks. To be honest with you, I think that was a whole PR stunt to make him appeal to that audience because they go out and watch movies and buy tickets too. So all this stuff is he didn't really trip on it.
I'm glad you said that, bro. I wanted to bring that up too, and you just hit it on the nose. You got to remember he on camera with the girl from high school, bro. And he was when the girl spoke to him, the light skinned chick Platt. When she spoke to him, he was like, "Oh yeah, the funny dude." Like he felt the way from back in high school, bro.
She said the corn. He said used to call me, but look at him. He's not a tough guy in real life. And you grew up in Newark, New Jersey. That's like right across the street from New York City. And you
He
got
said
to
that's
be
the hood.
tough. Yeah, that's the hood, East Orange and all that. That's the same thing as New York City. That's a little ghetto, little trashy city. So if you ain't no that's what they go for. They go for the thugs. If you ain't that, you can forget about it. A guy like him, you can forget about it, man. Looking for a girl in that area. So of course he gonna feel some type of way when you're not the preferred preference. Now he is. He got millions of dollars, tip top physical condition. Now a little bit he can be a sec, but back then, nah. So
And I say, my bad. Go ahead, bro.
and they wonder why, dudes like, I'm surprised he ain't married a white chick yet. But like I said, I think that's his real. That's what he really like. That's who'll accept him for who he is. Um, 'Cause I don't really see too many black chicks sitting around talking about Michael B. Jordan like that. So
And that when what you said, bro, like looking at what he did on camera when that girl was on that red carpet, I would think that somebody pulled him to the side, like not there, but they was like, bro, don't do that. If you go do something like that, you play it from the back, and he played it from the back with Idris. He didn't put it out on camera like you said. He ain't gonna say nothing flat. He just go pull strings because that's how you exert power, bro. And he kind of like, it's one of those things like I don't know what you're talking about. He's just a better actor. I forgot what it's called, but like what deniable something. I can't think of the word. It's something, but he played it right, bro. Cause ain't nobody can prove it and say it was over Lori Harvey. He probably the little dude, the new dude, got a body of work that can kind of go along with his.
Yeah, but nobody wants that type of that energy around them when you're doing, big budget films, all that side chick and the ex girlfriend. Nobody wants that, man. And ego start to
Yeah.
clash. Y'all gonna be messing up the money. Nobody wants
You
that
think
around, man.
you talking about Michael B. Jordan don't want that him around when
I'm
they
talking
get
about
to
the
that
studio.
type?
I'm talking not. I'm talking about the studio. I'm looking at the bigger picture. Nobody want to
Yeah.
deal with that, man. All that bunch of y'all. Next thing you know, y'all fighting and it be all type of crazy stuff. Nobody want to deal with that.
Yeah,
So
Michael B. Jordan worth some money, man. He got producer credits. That's that back end behind it. He got behind the camera credit and he got in front of the camera credit. So he got some pull, bro. He got some pull. His name was he was executive producer on Creed 3. I know that for sure. Cause I be looking at credits now.
yeah,
I don't know, bro. I think a lot of dudes would do it. Would you do it the same way, bro? Cause Pat asked me if I was what do you think about it? I said it was cool, bro, just because of like knowing about life, bro. So you saying it's cool too?
I mean, see, we've seen situations like this play out in every aspect of life.
Same
Dude
thing.
smashing a chick raw, whatever. I don't care how long it's been. It's gonna be some type of feelings or something, and somebody gonna have. It's gonna that's like a lab. That's pretty much a love triangle. You and this dude, he might not care, but you might care too much. Let's just say both of y'all don't care. She might care and be doing little slick things. So nobody
Yeah.
that's just too. We've seen this play out in every aspect of life in every setting, man. Always a chick involved. Somebody getting killed, going to jail, losing money. It just the whole lives are ruined. We see it
Yeah,
all the
right.
time.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp was a prime example too.
It's like the
Like it.
Tupac.
Faith Evans,
No, Will Smith, Jada. You would think they had a perfect
Jada. Yeah.
relationships. He started talking about Pac and all that, and she started talking about Pac and everything just started going down. She started creeping on the man with the other singer and all that, and the man life just went downhill after that, man.
You ain't never lied, bro.
I think
Fresh
Tupac did
Prince.
smash that. I think Tupac smashed. I don't give a damn what nobody said.
Man, they've
Tupac did
been
hit
knowing
that.
each other since high school. Oh yeah, Pac was all over
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
bro. Come on, man.
Pac had that. And even he said, man, I've been jealous, man. He said it, man, when they asked him on the Breakfast Club, was you ever he said, yeah, man, fuck yeah, man. That really bothered me. So, and that's gonna make Will Smith had resentment for her. And she almost led the man off a damn cliff.
Oh no, he jumped off the cliff. He jumped off when he put his hands on Chris Rock. He jumped off the cliff, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm
He
saying,
jumped
man.
off the cliff.
All that because of
It
that.
was a sad day.
That's the root problem.
It was a sad day, bro.
It
Sad
is,
day.
man.
This is where we
And
at, man. This is
and
where we
and
at.
did Lori cost him Black Panther? You can speculate. You can speculate, but we know he knows Ryan Coogler. We know that's the guy who making those selections. Some kind of way they went to some unknown Brent and ignored this brother.
Hmm.
That's how the game go, man. Your ex, what your ex into, that shit gonna affect you, whether you like it or not.
Exactly.
And they will deny you employment because you sleeping with the man's ex.
The opportunity, business deal. It's a lot of things, man.
Yeah.
If it
And
came
we in
out
the
that he, go ahead, my bad.
no, we in the age of don't care. So a lot of these people don't even care.
It really don't,
And
bro.
then she gonna be with somebody else in another next year. She gonna be with somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the dude. What's the two dudes from the Lakers? Derek Fisher and Matt Barnes. They fighting and kicking each other doors in. And the same chick he won, Derek Fisher. He about to get a damn
I heard about
divorce.
that. When he drove an hour and a half to go to like to go to see him, that was crazy, bro. Like you,
Try to kick that damn
bro.
doing. I said, man, y'all hell, man, y'all. I tell you, these
But
dudes,
most
man.
men can't get over it though.
Yeah,
Most men, they can't get over a bad marriage. They can't get over a situation with a woman. If
oh,
they
oh,
really want that woman and she want to get away from them, they can't get over that.
OJ, the chick, his ex-wife,
Mm-hmm.
smashing the damn bus boy at the restaurant around the corner. He
Mm-hmm.
riding around town in a
Damn.
he riding around town in the Ferrari OJ bought for her. Oh man, you got to go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
OJ said, yeah, both of
They
man.
y'all
look
got
at
to
that
go.
woman. They look at that woman and say, "I own you."
OJ said, both of y'all got to go.
Oh,
Slapping up the kids, man. Oh, man, you got to go.
but see, when a woman let a man come in and just dominate them, and the woman is compliant,
Yeah,
complicit,
that's forever. They think
and
that's
that
forever.
messes with a man's brains. She
I can see
scrambles
that.
his brains and then breaks up with him. What do you think's gonna happen?
He gonna flip out.
Yeah,
His
all that,
brain's gonna be
all
hurt.
the way you've been laying it on him, and you in great shape. You take care of yourself. You all up in his face. You got this nigga open, and then you leave him. It's gonna be a disaster. But they do it, and I think we're looking at that right now with this Michael B. Jordan, Idris. That's the best stuff. Idris, he ain't gonna say nothing, but Idris, you need to speak out, man, because you don't deserve this, brother. You ain't did nothing wrong. The chick wants you.
He ain't say
You
nothing
ain't
on his
did
Twitter.
nothing wrong, huh?
He ain't say nothing on his Twitter. Like when you be seeing his Twitter.
Nah, he can't really say that because Michael B. Jordan, he need to come out and say, tell the truth. Said Michael screwed me because I'm smashing his old lady. But what he don't
And
understand is she tell me she don't want his ass. So as soon as he
but
get that through his head, I'll be able to act. But until I can do that, I got to deal with this BS.
Yeah.
if he because he's not a producer, a writer, or a director, and probably don't have connections clearly, if he do that, he seals his fate. The only thing he gonna be doing is theater things.
He gonna be
Like
at
you know
the
what I'm
high
saying? Like
school. He
the
gonna be
Black
doing Shakespeare at the high school.
there you go. He gonna be a
He gonna be in
thespian
the
teacher
park.
at the local high school.
Yeah, he gonna be in
That's
the
what he gonna be
park
doing.
with that little with that toga on, doing Othello. Oh man.
This is I
Y'all
got
stupid.
Michael B. Jordan pulled the trump card, bro. And so Idris gonna have to eat this one, bro. He gonna have
Yeah,
to.
but me and you, Tabor, all the people we agree Mike was wrong, right?
He gotta take a look because y'all on an Oscar nomination run. Y'all can't mess this up.
Yeah,
Y'all on a historic run. So any
Tabor said
distractions
Mike. He said Mike didn't do nothing wrong.
by what? What did Mike do? Tell him no?
Yeah, getting in the way of that when that man could have picked Idris for Black Panther, but because he's smashing his old lady, he tells Ryan Coogler not to pick him. He's
Mhm.
saying that Tabor saying that's okay to do that, and I'm saying you gotta let that shit go, man.
Ryan looking at the big picture in the mind, like I said, Ryan looking at, is this gonna create problems for me? I ain't got nothing to do with that. It's gonna mess up my money, mess up my legacy. I can have these two niggas on this on a set fighting, and I'm in a damn we on the damn trending news every day on Twitter and X. I can't
Fighting
have
over
that,
a
man.
woman. Hold on. Fighting over a woman who don't belong to neither one of y'all.
Yeah, you can say that in theory, but in real life we know these things a little bit deeper than that. Like you said, once a woman get dominated by one man, bounce to the next, somebody gonna
Mhm.
feel a certain type of way. That's just
Yeah.
what it is. Yeah, you know. So that sounds good to say that. She'll be with somebody else next year or whatever, and then he gonna have to put up with what her past and all that. So That's just what it is, man.
She's feminine with a guy. She's all up under him. She's ready whenever, however, and she's doing all that to that man that scrambles his brains. And then she breaks up with him, and then a dude, his rival, not just some dude that's a rival, is smashing. That messes with a man. So that will make a man pull levers of power, that he normally wouldn't. So he might. I see this right here because it don't make sense for Ryan Coogler to choose this David Johnson guy. It makes no sense, but it makes perfect sense if you look at it. Michael B. Jordan was in his ear and influenced the decision. Then it makes perfect sense. Perfect sense. And
Yeah,
my
bro.
thing is, get over it, bro. She don't want you no more, or you don't want her, or whatever. You got to get over that shit,
Nah, she don't want him, but he still want her.
man. And in the
It's
and in the middle of that, Idris just got screwed.
a casualty of war.
And you cool with it though.
Gotta be,
Th- th-
bro.
This is why this is why a lot of them times the PR people, if they smart, they'll set them up with certain types of women. And they ain't got no unknown, ain't got no type of history to make it. Even though they might not like the girl, just for the time being, 'cause they're thinking long term. Let's find a nice looking girl that kind of match him. They kind of look good together, and let's just go ahead and set them up. Just to make him look masculine, make her look feminine, but she don't have no history. She can be out of the way. That's just somebody for him to enjoy for the time being till we get him on the right track. See, all this is PR. So I guess he don't got no PR person in his ear telling him, man, hey man, dealing with she done had, 5 or 6 of the, top guys in the industry, Diddy and Future and all them. So you sure you want to do this? This might mess your
PR
money
costs
up.
money, bro. That gonna cost a lot of money for PR. I don't think he acting like that to be paying
No, that's
20,
that's
thirty
part
thousand. Go ahead.
that's part of your career though. You need that.
I mean,
I'd
if
rather
you
I'd
make
rather go
money,
ahead
that
and
I
pay that.
get it.
I'd rather go ahead and pay that little money out to keep the image up than lose on a big movie role like that. That'll take me over the top.
I
That's just part
mean,
you need a publicist. You need a good lawyer, and you need a PR. That's all you need in entertainment.
yeah, you need
Lawyer,
a PR.
publicist, and a PR person. That's it.
Don't say nothing. Don't post
Now,
nothing
now, now,
online. Don't
sometimes,
do what you
sometimes
do.
you can use the PR person as a publicist too. They can do like dual roles, but you need that lawyer. You need two of those three at least. That show,
Yeah,
they're gonna release you in the right direction. Tell you what parties not to go out to,
who
what
not to be
settings. They're
associated
gonna they're
with.
gonna manage you. You need these people, man. Those people are very important. So that's your business, man.
Well,
This is wild.
unfortunately for us, again, we have to conclude this, man, with a lot to be said. Um, Idris, I'll pray for you, brother. Keep your head up. It's a part of what's going on, man. It ain't your fault. Keep your head up. You got a dude in the shadows trying to get back at his ex through you, and he's wrong for that. Absolutely wrong for that. But we out of here, though, man. We appreciate you, Eric DeBoer.
Yeah, y'all be safe. I'll see y'all
All right.
next one.
We out of here, brother. Like, share, support, like the stream, man. Support the platform, man. Hit the super chat, hit the cash app, support us. That's the only way we can do this right here. We can't do it without you. Did Lori cost him Black Panther role? That's something that you got to figure this one out. I think so. I think so. I think so. I think he got to understand that she comes with a price. In a sense, you got to deal with Michael. Michael's at the height of his game now. He's very influential. Cost you a Black Panther role. This has got to sting, man. It's not fair. It's never been fair.